Test, 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 1, 2, 3.
Another round sports bar and grill at River's Edge Golf Course. Premier Toyota. Let's go places. Kroll Clinic Physical Therapy and Athletic Enhancement. Smokin' Double D's at Butch's in Hershey. Zeller Motors. Bad Apple Repair. Fix your iPhone or iPad. Rooster Roll-Offs. The Gathering Spot. And the Justin Thompson Agency. American Family Insurance.
Herbert in motion. The pitch out to Sam Herbert. He's going to have some space for the legs. Hit the open field. Sam Herbert with the touchdown. I mean, he exploded through that open hole. Ewing's attack finds the mark. 21-13.
Today's game also brought to you in part by the D&N Event Center, Mid-Plains Community College, Runza, Great Plains Foot and Ankle, Farm Bureau Financial, Larry's Glass, Dave's Place, Puro Clean, Bill Summers Ford Honda Lincoln Nissan, Great Plains Health Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, and Shelter Insurance, Pete Falls and Brent Rogo.
The ball comes out once again, and it's picked up by the Bulldogs. Another fumble, this time from Michael Wojcicki, and North Platte's going to pick it up. Holy moly, yet again this Bulldog defense coming in clutch. As Fuller now fires into Dibert. That one drilled out to center. It's going all the way. Another home run for the Bulldogs. They take the lead, 9-8. Are you believing in miracles right now?
Watch today's game live at NorthPlattePost.com. Brought to you by WB's Fun Center and Brigham's. Here's the voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. It is the 2-0 North Platte High School Bulldogs taking on the other Bulldog in the state, the 0-2 Alliance Bulldogs, in some varsity basketball action. North Platte High School 2-0 to start this season after a trip up to Norfolk where they took on South Sioux City as well as Norfolk in a two-day tournament. And the Bulldogs came away 2-0 in that two-day tournament. Off to a fantastic start on the season. Of course, a lot of the faces that you've been familiar with last season are back to rock and roll for North Platte High School. And then off the bench, a couple of younger talent that I'm excited to see, and I think we're all excited to see get action here today. Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. We'll step aside and take a break here and come back to the Doghouse and give you some more starting information as well as our lineups right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Craving the ultimate combo? Head to Another Round Thursday for Burger Day and Happy Hour. Sink your teeth into their juicy 8-ounce cheeseburger with crispy homemade wedge fries for just $9.99. And it gets better. Buy one burger and get the second half off. Pair it with Happy Hour, because through the holidays, Happy Hour is every hour they're open. They're serving up the delicious deals Wednesday and Thursday from 11 to 8 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9. Don't wait. Make Another Round your Thursday tradition, where every bite and sip is worth the round.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
All is bright this holiday season at Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan. It's the year-end delight sale where every deal sparkles and shines just for you. Upgrade your sleigh with incredible offers on their most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs. Drive into the new year with low financing rates, great lease specials, and discounts. Get someone the perfect gift or just treat yourself. Hurry in. These deals won't last long. Visit us or online at BillSummers.com, because at Bill Summers, all is bright with holiday deals that truly shine.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1 AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. The 2-0 North Platte High School Bulldogs taking on the 0-2 Alliance Bulldogs for the first time this season. How did we get to this point already in the year? Well, just 2 games in, North Platte is undefeated with some 2 pretty convincing victories over South Sioux City and Norfolk last week. A 60-55 win against South Sioux City, and then a 42-49 win over Norfolk last Saturday. I mean, let's start off with how this Bulldog team is developed, of course, compared to the last season. As we know, a couple of key figures are returning. Of course, Kiki Williams, Addison Euling, Abby Kamensky, and then Josie Douglas, all returning players from last year's team. Douglas, of course, as we remember, out for most of the season with a foot injury. She's back once again to reprise in her starting lineup. And then, of course, Addison Euling, Kiki Williams, and Abby Kamensky, veterans of this Bulldog team. They will be without Kiki Williams today. She twisted her ankle in the Norfolk game and is still having that rested up right now today. So we'll have a little bit of a different starting lineup for North Platte High School compared to the other Bulldog that they'll be taking on today. Alliance and the Bulldogs, they've had quite a tough start to this season, really struggling to find any offensive momentum. Really young squad that's coming out of Alliance. I mean, they're starting two sophomores, 3 seniors, but a couple of role players that will be coming off the bench are very inexperienced. Same thing with North Platte High, so there's a lot of similarities between these 2 teams in terms of who will be seeing some action and who will be on and off the court for today's game. They lost to Gehring 52-22 on Friday, and then Mitchell 38-15 on Saturday. North Platte looking to continue its winning ways against Alliance and the Bulldogs. I'll do it here for our Quick Stop pre-game show. And when we come back, we will have our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. We come back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1 AM 1410. And as you know, live is streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Fun day now. Start at Pregame's Tap Room with a brand new menu you won't want to miss. Catch all of the action on game day with your favorite teams on our big screens. Pair the excitement with amazing drinks, and you've got the ultimate game day experience at Pregame's Tap Room. And when you're ready for more fun, head over to Wild Bill's Fun Center. Dive into our action-packed arcade, knock down pins in our bowling alley, and gear up for an epic laser tag battle. There's something for everyone at Wild Bill's, where the fun never stops.
Even if it's been years since you graduated, your college team is your team for life. Well, you can have a Farm Bureau agent for life, and auto, and home and business insurance. Imagine that. One insurance agent for everything. It's that simple. So get a Farm Bureau agent for life.
Visit Jay Engel in North Platte at www.fbfs.com.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Are foot and ankle problems slowing you down? At Great Plains Foot and Ankle, they specialize in treating turf toe, sprains, fractures, Achilles tendon injuries, and sports injuries to your foot or ankle. Their expert team provides personalized care and top-notch orthotics to get you back on your feet. Don't let pain hold you back. Visit Great Plains Foot and Ankle and step into comfort. Call them today at 308-532-3600 or visit gpfootandankle.com. Great Plains Foot and Ankle, your step towards better health.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
Got a crack? Get it fixed fast at Larry's Glass. From windshields to windows, Larry's Glass in North Platte has been your trusted glass repair and replacement experts for over 40 years. Whether it's your car, home, or business, Larry's Glass gets it done right the first time. They've also got a job for you if you've got the talent. Don't let a little crack become a big problem. Call Larry's Glass at 532-7675 or stop in at 211 East 5th. Fast, friendly, and reliable service you can count on.
Do you need some extra cash for your Christmas shopping? Don't worry. Here at the North Platte Union Pacific Employees Credit Union, we have you covered. With a special rate and amount, you'll be sure to have everyone on your list crossed off. The special rate will run November 1st through December 31st. You can apply online, give us a call, or as always, stop by our office.
North Platte Union Pacific Employees Credit Union, helping you keep your finances on track. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Peyton with Rooster Roll-Offs, and I just want to wish you all a very happy holiday season. As we celebrate our one-year business anniversary, we are so grateful to be a part of this community. Got a mess that's out of control? Say goodbye to clutter and hello to convenience with Rooster Roll-Offs. Whether it's a big project or just cleaning out the garage, we make cleanup a breeze. Efficiency meets affordability with every roll-off. So why stress? Don't let your cleanup plans ruffle up your feathers. Call us today at 308-660-5424. Like us on Facebook. Check us out on the web, roosterrolloffs.com. Rooster Roll-Offs, making your cleanup as easy as an early morning crow.
It's the most magical time of the year, and Cody Park is inviting you to bring the family out to experience the joy of Christmas. Cody Park has all the displays you've grown up with, along with some new ones. Enjoy pictures with Santa, tractor and hayrack rides, and horse and wagon rides every weekend from 6 to 9 p.m. and Sundays with ice cream sundaes. The Kids Christmas Parade, December 14th at 4 o'clock. Cody Park Christmas, open daily from 5 to 10 p.m. through Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas from the city of North Platte.
The Dogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy great food from Merrick's Ranch House. There's 10% off online ordering, and Merrick's offers a 10% veteran and military discount. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com. It is time to jump into our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24+ different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Starting on the side of one, Alliance and the Bulldogs pays Cody, the sophomore, 5'4", with Brooke Bailey, the 5'5" sophomore, also getting the start. Macy Seabaum, the 5'6" senior, also getting the start today for Alliance. Maya Marsettler, the 5'3" senior, gets the start alongside Shayla Salcido, the 5'6" senior, gets to start for Alliance and the Bulldogs. For North Platte High School and the Bulldogs, J.C. Burke, the 5'8" sophomore, gets the start for North Platte High School alongside Josie Douglas, the 5'9" sophomore. Also getting the start, Addison Euling, the senior at 6 feet tall. Abby Kamensky at 5'8", the senior, gets the start. And then Katie Titus, the 5'8" junior, of course, subbing in today for Kiki Williams, who is out today with an injury for for the side of North Platte High School. So why not jump into some game time here? Bulldogs looking to extend to a 3-game winning streak this season. Their first 3-game winning streak, I think, in the last 2 seasons, compared to Alliance, who is looking for their first win this year in all of the basketball gods and the basketball world. So let's jump into game action here today. North Platte High School taking on Alliance and the Bulldogs in some action today. Of course, Addison Euling taking the jump for North Platte High, with also taking the jump for the side of Alliance and the Bulldogs, Brooke Bailey. So North Platte will have the advantage in terms of their overall size. Addison Euling, 6 feet tall, the largest, 5'6" at Salcedo, who will be getting it for Alliance. And North Platte easily wins the tip, and we'll get right into it. Josie Douglas at around the logo will now start things off for this Bulldog offense. Guarded on the side by Cody. Now going to left goes Douglas. Will now hand it off to one, Abby Kamensky. Now to J.C. Burke. First time Burke gets into the starting lineup here, not to say this season, but as she was not last year. It's a 3 from Burke, is short, fought for and rebounded by Josie Douglas. That's Douglas's first rebound today, and now the offense resets up. Kamensky, top of the three-point line, looks to drive, picks her dribble up, and fires it back to the opposite side of the court with Josie Douglas. Douglas still waiting to dribble, ball in the open court. Douglas loses it, and it's picked up on the side by Alliance. Now coming the other way with it, Macy Seabaum, and a foul will be called on Abby Kamensky to start this game off. First foul today for North Platte High School. 7:15 left to go here on our wicked fast scoreboard. Still 0-0 the score, with inbounding it going the way of Brooke Bailey, as the correct foul was assigned, and the inbounds goes for the Bulldogs. Now with it to the far side, Seabaum. Now dribbling to the near side in the corner. Great defense by side of Abby Kamensky. Katie Titus there now putting some also the good locks on to the Bulldogs. Defense tipped up by Josie Douglas, but somehow Salcedo's able to get it, and Addison Euling fought for the rebound, but was pushed from behind by Brooke Bailey. And Bailey will pick up her first foul and the first team foul for Alliance in today's ball game. Now up the court, here comes North Platte High, and Josie Douglas. To the far side she goes. She'll hand it off to J.C. Burke. Burke around the perimeter, around to Kamensky. Kamensky sets and fires for 3. No good. Fought for, rebounded on the side of Salcedo, and now up the court comes Alliance. And the Bulldogs now with some speed. There goes Seabaum. Now top of the three-point line. She'll pick her dribble up. Get it down low to Salcedo's shot, which is short. Fought for, and Katie Titus will collect the rebound, and now up the court quickly come the Bulldogs. Burke to the far side. Left wing now. We'll slow it down for the offense to set up. Euling now at the right wing will pass it. Now back down to Euling it goes. Backing down Salcedo. Little floater from Addison. Euling takes a bad bounce, and that's a rebound for Salcedo and the Alliance Bulldogs. It's still 0-0 with 6:13 left to go here in this first quarter. Picking up the dribble there is the side of Seabaum. Her shot is short. Euling collects the rebound. And the other way once again comes North Platte High School. Pushing tempo. J.C. Burke on the right wing. We'll pass it back to Euling, and now Josie Douglas in the offense reconnects. Down low to Titus in the paint. Titus passes back to Ewing. She'll fire now for three. A nice bounce that won't go in. Fighting for the rebound. Josie Douglas commits a foul. On the far side of the court, that's Douglas's first foul as it'll go against J.C. Burke as she pushes down Macy Seabaum. And now with 5:48 left to go in this first quarter, we still are scoreless on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. Inbound to Seabaum as now the Bulldogs will set up, throwing it all the way up court. Now with it comes Cody. Cody trying to cross court it, stolen away by Katie Titus. And here comes North Platte now the other way. Douglas slowly up the court, crosses it to Burke. Burke now down to the three-point line. Will look to space things out and pass it to Josie Douglas on the right wing. Douglas around the perimeter, spinning around, guarded by Cody. Now to Kamensky, down low to Titus. Titus goes up for the shot, it's going to hit the bottom of the bucket, rebounded by Seabaum, and now the other way comes Macy Seabaum and the Alliance Bulldogs before she is stuffed by Josie Douglas underneath the basket. And just like that, North Platte High School be on the defense once again. 5:17 left to go here in this first quarter. Still nothing to score with Alliance inbounding it. Brooke Bailey. Bailey almost has it stolen away, but they get it to Cody at the logo. She'll pick her dribble up with some suffocating defense from J.C. Burke. That's going out of bounds. Last touched by the Bulldogs of Alliance. As pays Cody. Couldn't find anybody to help, and because of that, turnover for Alliance. And here comes North Platte the other way. Ewing into the corner now for Burke. Back to Titus. Down low to Ewing. Ewing shot is up, no good. Looking for the foul. She saves it. There's the shot from J.C. Burke, and a foul is called. I believe that's going to go against Maya Marsettler. And with that, J.C. Burke will go to the free throw line for the first time today. And this might be the first time that we're going to see 2 points go the way of a team, as we're still sitting scoreless here for a 56 left to go in our first quarter. As Burke's free throw is good and North Platte takes the lead 1-0 following the good free throw from J.C. Burke. Burke gets ready for the second one, and she nails it. So quick 2 points for J.C. Burke off of free throws. As now checking in comes Chloe Hanneborg for the first time today for North Platte High School, as J.C. Burke will go to the bench. The young Hanneborg freshman coming in for the first time here in today's game as the Bulldogs apply full court pressure. There's a pickup dribble from Seabaum as there's Abby Kamensky, stolen away by one. Josie Douglas, she'll look to take it all the way. Oh, she overshoots the basketball, and a foul is going to be called. Josie Douglas missing the layup. And I believe Abby Kamensky will get dinged. She will with her second foul early on in this first quarter, and that means J.C. Burke's going to have to check right back in immediately for the Bulldogs, as out comes Abby Kamensky. Inbounding the basketball, Marsettler for Alliance, as they trailed 2-0 early on in this first quarter, as Marsettler now going to look for the inbound, still looking, still running out of time. Is able to find the inbounds to Cody, and now around the far side there she goes. Cody will throw it all the way up, picked up by Brooke Bailey. Bailey on the baseline looking for some help in a double team. Almost stolen away by Josie Douglas in a jump ball. That'll go the way of Alliance, so there'll be an inbound for the Bulldogs. As now here comes Alliance. That inbounds will go out of bounds. Last touch by Josie Douglas and North Platte. Another inbounds coming the way of Alliance, as Brooke Bailey gets the inbounds in. Three on the way from Cody, and it's in. There's the first 3 points today. Pays Cody gets her first three today, and Alliance takes the lead 3-2 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. If you download the MyPhillips 66 app yet, if not, you're missing out on so much savings with Wicked Fast. Douglas now on the right wing, guarded by Cody. Has the basketball, 20 on the shot clock. The offense will reset. She picks her dribble up, now to Burke. J.C. Burke going baseline, spins around, and now heads to the top of the three-point line to Douglas. She sets and fires for three. Josie Douglas' shot is no good. Fun 4-1 on the side of Alliance, and Marsettler, but that's going to go out of bounds. Chloe Hanneborg got her fingers all over it, but not touched by Alliance, and with that, North Platte will go on the defensive for this inbound. As here comes Maya Marsettler, going to inbound it for Alliance. holding the ball, gets it in to Cody. Cody back to Marsettler, back to Cody. Full court press for North Platte High School is looking to check in for the first time here today for North Platte High School. Ava Franzen, as foul's going to be called on Josie Douglas. That is Douglas's second foul. Actually, correction, that is her first personal. I thought that was her second, but that's the first for Douglas. And Franzen checks in, as well as Addison Weber, 5'9" volleyball star for Alliance. The ball gets up now to Brooke Bailey. Bailey along the far side, tipped out of bounds by Josie Douglas. Also checking in for Alliance. Actually, correction, is just going to be Addison Weber. The inbounds from Brooke Bailey to Seabaum on the baseline. She tries to go, and that's out of bounds. Macy Seabaum steps out of bounds. The Bulldogs able to convert a turnover with 3:43 left to go in this first quarter. 3-2 the lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs as Douglas around the perimeter passes it to J.C. Burke. Burke now to Douglas. She sets and fires for three. Josie Douglas gets her first three today. It's now 5-3 in favor of North Platte High School and the Bulldogs. First three made by North Platte today, and a foul on the backside. I believe that's going to be called against J.C. Burke. Actually, correction, Chloe Hanneborg. First foul for Hanneborg, fourth team foul for North Platte High School. Actually, correction, fifth team foul. Actually, they're going to correct that and put it against J.C. Burke. As Burke now gets her second foul, and first free throw no good from Macy Seabaum, 5-3 on our wicked fast scoreboard. With 3:21 left to go here in this ball game, in this first quarter. As the next one rimmed in and out, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touched by North Platte High School. So with that, actually, they'll overturn the call, and it'll be white ball, as they'll say it was last touched by an Alliance Bulldog, and now North Platte will go the other way. 5-3 on our wicked fast scoreboard. North Platte leading Alliance. 3:17 left to go. Hanneborg at the logo. Passes it to J.C. Burke in the left wing. Burke now looks to dribble around Macy Seabaum. Now back to Chloe Hanneborg. She drives baseline. Hanneborg shot is up, no good, and a foul is going to be called. That's going to go against Brooke Bailey. Bailey is going to go for her second foul in today's game, and Chloe Hanneborg will now go to the free throw line for North Platte High School. The freshman, aggressive, cutting into the lane. Now we'll look to extend the lead for the Bulldogs as first free throw is good from the young Hanneborg. Freshman gets her first points in today's game. As checking in now comes Phoenix Brown for North Platte High. Of course, her older sister played last year, Clancy Brown, as that free throw is going to be off the mark from Chloe Hanneborg. She's 1 for 2 today, and now here comes Macy Seabaum. Seabaum, top of the three-point line, now going to go to the right side, looking for some help. Now we'll look to pass it, finds Addison Weber around the logo. Weber picks her dribble up, back over to Seabaum. 4-3, no good, airballed, and it's going to run out of bounds. Last touched by Alliance. Still now 6-3 on the wicked fast scoreboard, a 3-point lead with 2:47 left to go here in this first quarter. North Platte High School up on top, as now here comes Josie Douglas the other way. Douglas now to Chloe Hanneborg at the right wing. She'll look to drive around the perimeter, get it to Josie Douglas, as she now explodes into the paint. She tries to kick it to Ava Franzen, does so. Franzen back to Addison Ewing. Ewing back to Hanneborg, and with 19 on the shot clock, the Bulldogs will reset. Now Josie Douglas on the right wing. Now pumps, drives into the lane. She'll try to go up and under, and there's a foul going to be called. I believe that foul against Cody. Actually, that's going to go against Brooke Bailey. So Bailey collects her second foul. And now checking in comes Rosalind Wills. So Douglas, who's already 2 for 2, has yet to go to the free throw line, has a 3 to her name, will miss the first free throw for her trip as Rosalind Wills checks in for Brooke Bailey. Bailey will go to the bench for the first time today for Alliance and the Bulldogs. Douglas, 3 points off of a 3. So far 0 for 1 today. Misses the second free throw. She's 0 for 2 on that trip. And now she's going to tip a ball out of bounds as it was coming up court. North Platte still leading 6-3 on our wicked fast scoreboard. Actually, they're going to say that's last touched out of bounds by Alliance and the Bulldogs. So with that, North Platte will have an inbounds. Chloe Hanneborg on the left side of the court. Slowly takes it up and now will allow the offense to set. She gets the screen, kicks it out to Douglas. Douglas penetrates at the free throw line. Back to Euling. Euling down low to Franzen. Franzen into the paint she goes, lost her dribble, tries to shoot one up. No good, that's going to be out of bounds as Eva Franzen shot goes off the mark, and here comes the inbounds for Alliance. 2:02 left to go, first quarter, 6-3 lead for North Platte High School. Seabaum now guarded into a double team, passes it to Addison Weber. Weber up the court's able to get it to Wills. Wills guarded by Josie Douglas as she tries to strip it away, and it's last touched by Josie Douglas, the sophomore. Of course, Douglas, a freshman starter last year for the Bulldogs. Tenacious defense so far yet again this season. We're seeing that in action, but had her season come to an end prematurely following a foot injury. As now Seabaum into the lane, lost the basketball. She picks it back up, gets it on over to Salcedo, and she's going to have that shot no good. Another shot from the side of Macy Seabaum, and she gets fouled. So with that, Alliance now is in the bonus. That's the 6th team foul for North Platte High School. Ewing collects her first foul, and checking now in, Katie Titus comes for the second time today as Seabaum's first free throw is off the mark. Still 6-3 the lead for North Platte High School in today's game. Also checking in comes Maya Marstetler, as well as Kale Lambert checking in. So some big substitutions for Alliance and the Bulldogs here on our wicked fast scoreboard. That free throw is gonna though fall in from Seabaum. She's got her first point today, and that ball gonna go out of bounds by Josie Douglas. Turnover for North Platte High. And now here comes the inbounds for Alliance and the Bulldogs. That's going to go the way of Weber. Addison Weber with the inbounds. Going to get it to trying to get it to Settler, and it's out of bounds. The last touched by the young Phoenix Brown. 6-4 on our wicked fast scoreboard early on here, and 1:39 left to go. And the first is on the backside. There is Macy Seabaum getting the inbounds. Seabaum now on the far side of the court. Tries to get past Chloe Hanneborg, no good. Great defense from Hanneborg. Now to Webster. Now, Settler for three. That's off the mark. Rebounded there on the side by Seabaum. No good. That's going to be tipped out of bounds as Roslyn Wills tried to go for the rebound. Coach Tyson Hammond calling for a block in the back. Won't get it as now Eva Franzen inbounds it to Josie Douglas. Now here comes Douglas up the court for North Platte High to the far side. Phoenix Brown now fires down to Katie Titus. Over to Franzen. She fires for three. No good short. Fought for and rebounded by one Phoenix Brown, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Chloe Hanneborg. So some hectic offense down low for the Bulldogs offense. Had two opportunities to get a bucket, but unfortunately couldn't come home with it. Throw up now to Seabaum. Macy Seabaum with some distance in front of her. Now guarded by Chloe Hanneborg. She stops, pops back on over to Webster. Webster cross-course it to Marsettler. Marsettler drives in. She now tries to cross. It's thrown away by Josie Douglas. Douglas into the open court again. Here comes Josie Douglas. She can't get the shot to fall, as now that's going to be a fight basketball between Phoenix Brown as well as Macy Seabaum underneath the basket. As checking in now comes past Cody, as Seabaum will check off. 49.5 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. 6-4 the lead for North Platte High School. Pretty tough first quarter between these two teams on a scoring standpoint, but have had opportunities to get some shots to fall. They've just haven't fallen in. We talked last year a lot with head coach Tyson Hammond about the missed opportunities for the Bulldogs offense in plenty of games, and really he just boiled it down to sometimes the hoop, just will not let the ball go in, and so far that's what it looks like for North Platte High School today. Chloe Hanneborg now back to Katie Titus into Phoenix Brown. Brown spinning, trying to go up and under. Phoenix Brown, no good. She fights for it again. Ball's in the open court. Still on the floor. Douglas as well as Addison Weber will fight for it, and it's a jump ball. That goes the way of Alliance High School. 36.6 seconds left to go. A 6-4 lead for North Platte High here in this first quarter. Inbounds from Addison Weber. Weber looking for any type of help. Still looking. Able to get it into Cody. Cody now to the near side, guarded by Hanneborg. Will pass it up to Wills. Wills gets it to Marsettler. The ball's on the floor. Still on the floor, and it's still on the floor as that's picked up by Hanneborg. And now here comes Josie Douglas on a 3-on-3 fast break. She'll cut it over to Phoenix Brown. Back it goes to Josie Douglas on the left wing. Down low it goes to Titus. Back to Douglas. 16 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Phoenix Brown now to the near side, Chloe Hanneborg. Thought about driving on Marsettler. Gets it down low to Franz. And a foul will be called on Addison Weber. First foul for Weber. Fourth team foul for Alliance. It was 7.4 seconds left to go. Bulldogs going to the bonus, and Ava Franzen now will go to the free throw line for the first time in this ball game. As now looking to check in, we have a substitution being Shyler Salcedo as first free throw from Franzen goes in. It's 7-4 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. Franzen, her first free throw's made as Shyler Salcedo checks in. Franzen, deep breath, fires her second. That one takes a bad bounce, and it's going to be fought for on the floor, and that's a jump ball that'll go the way of North Platte High School. Chloe Hanneborg once again getting into the paint, and that's a jump ball. It should be going the way of North Platte High School. Following the jump ball, so North Platte High will be taking over here. Following the jump ball as they've won control. Inbound from Josie Douglas. Douglas now looking around. Finds Chloe Hanneborg. She'll fire for three. Hanneborg, no good with 4 seconds. Fought for a rebound by Salcedo. And now up the court comes Alliance with .1. Nothing will do it. And we go now to the second quarter here on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. 7-4 as we'll have some check-ins for North Platte High when we come back in second quarter action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
As your American Family Insurance agent in North Platte, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. Call me at 534-2400 or stop in at 501 South Dewey Street, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte, invites you to stop out and take a test drive here today. Whether you're buying a new or pre-owned car, the friendly staff at Premier Toyota will help you every step of the way. Also, thank you to our other sponsor, Another Round Bar and Grill, where fun meets fine dining. So here comes the inbounds for Alliance High School here to start quarter number 2, 7-4 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard in favor of North Platte High. Is now up to the near side. With it comes Cody. Cody cross-courts it over to Marsettler. She steps over the half-court line, and that is an over and back, and that's a turnover for Alliance to start this second quarter, and now North Platte will see what they can do. Again, only putting up 7 points so far in this ball game after putting up 62 as well as 55 against both South Sioux City and Norfolk. To the near side, J.C. Burke, who has checked in for North Platte High School. Dribble around the perimeter, pick her dribble up, find Chloe Handeborg open for 3. Chloe Handeborg shot no good. She gets her own miss, blocked, and that's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Alliance. So Handeborg got a good look, rebounded by Addison Ewing. That's her second, and now North Platte will have an inbounds underneath the basket with Abby Kamensky, who's checked in. Kamensky, 2 fouls already in this ball game. Throwing it all the way back, picked up by Handeborg after the tip. Handeborg picks her dribble up and finds Burke. J.C. Burke, top of the three-point line, now to the left side of the line. Looking around for help, hands it off to Handeborg. Chloe Handeborg now to the right, now dribbles into the paint. Handeborg picks her dribble up, back to Ewing with 17 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time for North Platte. Burke with 12 seconds steps back, looking for some help. Burke picks her dribble up. Now to Handeborg. Chloe Handeborg drives into the lane. Handeborg floats one up. Short. Still fighting for it and rebounded by Macy Seabaum. And a foul's going to be called, I believe, on J.C. Burke maybe. Oh, no, they're going to call that on Abby Kamensky. That's her third. So now Josie Douglas has to check in for North Platte High School following the third foul for Kamensky. So we probably won't be seeing her until the fourth quarter. Now with that third foul, personal foul. Salcedo has her shot blocked off. The initial shot is Katie Titus gets the ball. Now the throw up now to Chloe Handeborg. She'll cross court it over to Josie Douglas. Douglas steps into a 3. Douglas, nothing but net. Josie Douglas got 6 points, and the Knights now the Bulldogs extend their lead 10-4 on the wicked fast scoreboard. Is going coast to coast. Macy Seabaum, no good. Rebounded by Douglas. Douglas now going to take it the other way. Crosses all the way to Chloe Handeborg. Handeborg throws a shot up. It tips in and out. Rebounded by Douglas. And Josie Douglas. That is a quick now 5 points in the last 2 possessions for Josie Douglas. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by North Platte High School. 12-4 on the wicked fast scoreboard. 6:24 left to go here in this first half. As the inbounds now, and stepping out of bounds goes Pays Cody, and with that, Alliance will turn the ball over once again, and North Platte takes over as they're looking to extend their lead. 12-4, North Platte's advantage over Alliance High School. 6:22 left to go. Chloe Handeborg, top of the three-point line. Now we'll drive to the right side. Pass it to Josie Douglas. Douglas now around the left side to Burke. J.C. Burke now looks to drive it on Seabaum. Passes it down low to Handeborg. Handeborg shot's going to be blocked, and it's going to be picked up by Handeborg. Back to Douglas. She'll fire again for 3. Oh, it just rims in and out, and it's going to be rebounded, and a jump ball. That'll go the way of North Platte High School there on the initial grab. Maya Marsettler, but North Platte, as well as Chloe Handeborg, getting her hands on it to force the jump ball, and an inbounds for North Platte High School. Douglas gets the ball underneath the basket and inbounds. Douglas looking for somebody, still looking. Throws it all the way back to J.C. Burke, stolen away by Macy Seabaum, but it's going to be last touched out of bounds by Seabaum, and with that, North Platte High School will have another inbounds, this time on the far side of the court. 6 minutes left to go here in this second quarter. Burke now to the near side to Chloe Handeborg. Now down low to Ewing. Addison Ewing picks her dribble up. Back to Burke. She'll fire for 3. No good on the three-point attempt. Rebounded by Marsettler, and here comes Alliance the other way with it. Maya Marsettler picks up her first rebound. Now Salcedo now will pick it and cross it to Marsettler. Marsettler at the free throw line. The cross back on over and picked up by Pays Cody. Back to Marsettler. She drives. Down low it goes. The shot coming up from Lambert, no good, and rebounded by Josie Douglas. Douglas now the other way with it. Bounces it. Tries to bounce it off of Cody. Cody's able to keep it in bounds. Cody gets the layup. And Alliance collects their 6th point. Now for Paz Cody. Gets it, and now Handeborg will go baseline on the other end. She tries to get it down low to Katie Titus, and that's touched out of bounds by side of Kale Lambert, 5'10". Kale Lambert is checking in now. Comes Riley Norris for Maya Marsettler. 12-6 on the wicked fast scoreboard. A 6-point lead for North Platte High School. 12-13 left to go. Douglas now to Hanneborg. Hanneborg open for three, fires. It's off the mark. And it's going to be rebounded there by Salcedo. Salcedo has it stolen by Burke. Her little floater, no good. Rebounded by one, Macy Seabaum, and now the other way comes Seabaum in a double team. Guarded up front by Chloe Hanneborg. Now at the top of the three-point line, she fires, and that is going to be a foul on J.C. Burke. And with that, that's going to be Macy Seabaum will go to the free throw line. That's the third for Burke. As J.C. Fox and Phoenix Brown look to check in for North Platte High School. Seabaum looks to fire her first. It rims in for the first free throw. She's now 2 for 3. She'll get first to go of 3. It's 12-7. Now on the wicked fast scoreboard, as I'm going to have a special guest joining me in here in just a couple of seconds. As I won't tell you who that special guest is just yet. As Fox will check in, as well as Phoenix Brown for North Platte High School. The second of, all three will be made by Macy Seabaum, and now up the court, Douglas is going to find Addison Ewing. Ewing in the corner to Phoenix Brown to set the order up. Now to J.C. Fox, but picked up by Josie Douglas. Douglas fires one out of bounds, but last touched by Macy Seabaum. As here comes North Platte High the other way. 4:42 left to go. 12-9 lead, and a moving screen going to be called on Addison Ewing, and a turnover for North Platte High. 4:41 left to go here in this first half. As the inbounds now comes on the far side. Salcedo, but a timeout will be called by the side of North Platte High School. And with that, we'll step aside and take a timeout as well here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, video live, streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Sit back and watch me push the limit.
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care. We're the area's premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrullClinic.com, that's K-R-U-L-L Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Take me out 'cause I'm on top, and I'm making it loud.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410. Yes, if you hear the squabbling of the mic, I am joined by our favorite football analyst, who joins me once again this time for the basketball season to expend his knowledge here. Jeff Smeltzer once again. You know, you just couldn't get enough, so you had to come back, didn't you?
Oh, this is my favorite time of the year. I'm not going to miss basketball.
As Jeff Smeltzer's been an avid watcher, not just of the varsity level, but also the JV. Shout out to his son, who's currently in the game for the JV squad right now. 25-21 the lead. It's 12-9 on our wicked fast scoreboard. 4:41 left to go. Jeff Smeltzer coming back, and it's a little low scoring compared to the last two games of the season for North Platte High School when they played against South Sioux City and Norfolk earlier.
Yeah, they were a scoring machine last week. Boy, they played well. They were fun to watch last week. Friday night, they had a little foul trouble and a turned ankle, so they had to go deep into the bench, and everybody contributed. Very, very impressed.
And that's, I think, what was so exciting. Of course, a couple familiar faces that we know. Of course, Kiki Williams not playing here today with that turned ankle, but a lot of familiar faces from the volleyball and last year's team, but also a lot of new faces. Phoenix Brown, Chloe Hanneborg, who are currently on the court alongside one J.C. Fox, as now Seaball will pass it to the near side, and now down low they go on in to Norris. Norris in the double team, needs help. Back on over to Cody. Now Norris tries to swat it away, back to Cody. Cross court's on over, and that's one Salcedo. Salcedo to the near side, Cody. Great closeout from Phoenix Brown. Salcedo on the right side with 10 seconds, passes it, and now in some trouble is Lambert. Lambert back to Salcedo for three. No good. Fought for and rebounded by, that would be Maya Seabaum, and then J.C. Fox gets called for her first foul today, the sophomore.
Yeah, one of the drawbacks about that zone that the Bulldogs are playing, long rebounds.
Yeah.
Long rebounds are tough to, you're in a zone, it's tough to find somebody to block out, and Alliance just got to that one and couldn't do anything but foul. So
Alliance does have the right idea in terms of how do you break down a zone defense. Lots of good long passes. They try to get something down low. Of course, that's how you break the zone. There's always going to be somebody open at least somewhere, and you want to put it down low into the paint. Weren't able to do so. Is from around 16 feet. That one goes in from Macy Seabaum. She got 6 total points. And now with that, this game is just within 1 point, but an easy layup on the other side by Chloe Hanneborg. It's 14-11 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard as Hanneborg gets her 3rd point, and then a double dribble. Great defense. You know, one thing keeps going from year to year, Jeff Smeltzer, and that is the Bulldog way of this defense. Man, they still are tenacious, led by Josie Douglas, who missed almost all of last season with that foot injury.
Yeah, they get after it on D, and it's guys too. I mean, it's just kind of a Bulldog thing.
Of course, you know, the Bulldog way for football with their run style. Heavy deep 3 from Josie Douglas off the mark. Oh, off the head of Phoenix Brown, but she's able to collect the rebound and now go the other way with it. Hanneborg back to Brown. Brown pumps and drives into the paint. She tries to float one up. That's going to be tipped back in by one J.C. Fox and rebounded by Paz Cody. And now the other way comes Alliance. Seabaum on the far side, guarded by Fox. Now drives into the paint, kicks it down low to Lambert. Actually, that's going to be blocked by Addison Euling. Rebounded by Seabaum, and then a foul is going to be called. So foul trouble, the name of the game for North Platte High School. 14-11. Wicked Fast scoreboard, 3:19 left to go. J.C. Fox collects her 3rd foul, and that's now the 3rd North Platte player that has gotten their 3rd foul. Fox, Burks, as well as Kamensky have all gotten fouls as Seabaum yet again perfect from the free throw line, 7 total points as Katie Titus checks in for J.C. Fox.
Yeah, sometimes you play that aggressive style of defense that, you know, foul trouble is going to be something that comes along with it.
Seabaum's 2nd free throw, again good. She's perfect from the line. She has 8 of the 14 Alliance points in today's game as Phoenix Brown now tries to cross-court it. Stolen away by Seabaum, but picked back up by Chloe Hanneborg. Hanneborg lost the basketball and goes out of bounds. Last touched by Macy Seabaum. Bulldogs, of course, had foul trouble against South Sioux City. Didn't really matter too much as they had used their good depth that they have this year to continue to score the points on, but today struggling to find offensive momentum. Cross-courting on over as now Phoenix Brown kicks out to one Chloe Hanneborg. From the free throw line, Hanneborg goes!
Oh, nice.
That one just barely made in from Chloe Hanneborg. It's her 5th point.
Yeah, a little 15-foot floater shot, jump shot hybrid.
Hey, it doesn't matter how good it looks as long as it goes in. As Seabaum looked to go coast to coast. Oh, saved in somehow by Douglas. That one, though, picked right back up by Macy Seabaum, and she'll pick her dribble up to Cody here on the near side. Now to Salcedo. She thought about going down low to Norris. Now cross course to Seabaum. She'll fire a 3 away. She airballs it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Alliance. 16-13 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard with 2:28 left to go. Of course, we talk about that bench. Going to get a little bit deeper with Kiki Williams out yet again with that ankle injury. Nothing too concerning. Looks just to be a precaution for this game. Of course, you know, ankles can be quite tricky.
Yeah, and then no game tomorrow, which is for the girls, right?
Yeah. It confused me as that one's going to be stolen away by Lambert, and now the other way comes Salcedo and the Bulldogs. But stolen right back by Chloe Hanneborg, and here comes the freshman. Macy Seabaum guards her, and a foul will be called by Macy Seabaum as Chloe Hanneborg will go to the free throw line. Yeah, I completely forgot when I was setting my schedule up that, I mean, at Grand Island High School, no varsity girls basketball team.
That's so hard to believe, yeah, with the kind of enrollment that they have.
One of the highest in Class A.
Yep, it's crazy, but yeah, no varsity girls tomorrow night.
So another good day for the girls to get rest. No, actually, correction, that's their last day of games before they're done for, if I remember correctly, done for this year. If I remember correctly, unless they're going to a tournament outside of...
Isn't there Columbus and Norfolk next weekend?
Oh, yeah, there might be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going on vacation that week as well. So Hanneborg missed the first free throw and makes the second. Good. So for Chloe Hanneborg, 2 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 points, and then a travel on Alliance's side. So that stifling Bulldog defense already once again paying for fruitions as Maya Marsettler checks back in. Out goes side of Tyler Salcedo, and now the inbounds from Josie Douglas to Hanneborg. Top of the logo. Hanneborg to Douglas on the right side of the wing in a double team now with the zone defense. How about Chloe Hanneborg for three? Got some good distance and height, but no good. She collects her own miss. She'll fire again, and a foul will be called. This will go against one, Kale Lambert. Lambert picks up her first foul, and with that, going to the free throw line, Chloe Hanneborg will shoot three.
Yeah, good hustle to get that offensive board, and then fouled on that putback. I guess it's not a putback if you're shooting a three.
I was going to say.
On that, yeah.
But so far, the impression this season from the young Hanneborg is she'll nail another free throw. Man, she has quite the motor. There's just no stopping in young Chloe Hanneborg. No matter what happens, she's always going at 100%. That's exactly what head coach Tyson Hammond likes to see, and she'll make the second. So far, she's 2 for 2, and she'll look to go for her third. She got 8 points so far for North Platte High. As Hanneborg with 1:50 left to go, nails another. Perfect 3 for 3 for Chloe Hanneborg. Now the pass up to Seabaum. Macy Seabaum now on the far side of the court, slowly takes it up. Now directing some traffic, picks her dribble up. Marsettler around the logo, guarded by Phoenix Brown. In goes Maya Marsettler. Her shot way off the mark. Fought for, rebounded down low. Katie Titus fighting for the jump ball. There's still no call, and now there's going to be a call as Titus and Euling were kind of waiting for the official to give the double thumbs up, and because of that, he just kept pulling back.
Yeah, it was about 2 seconds after you thought it was going to be a jump ball, but evidently nobody had it tied up yet.
Marsettler now to Cody, stolen away by Josie Douglas. The throw up to Chloe Hanneborg, and here comes Hanneborg getting Lambert, but there's a block. That one going against Kale Lambert, getting her second block today. It's 20-13 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. 1:24 left to go before halftime. Now here comes the inbounds from Josie Douglas. Douglas getting it down low to Euling. Euling shot is up, and Addison Euling finds her first 2 points today. North Platte starting to get on a roll here, 12-13, their largest lead today, as Douglas yet again almost with another steal tips it out of bounds. 9 points, so finally, I guess when Jeff Smeltzer starts turning in, the team starts to pick up their offense a little bit here.
Boy, I wish it was like that in the JV game. They had a 10-point lead, and they kind of let it
sizzle away.
Yeah, they kind of let it fall apart there at the end of the first half.
Seabaum with a wide open shot. That's blocked by Katie Titus, but they'll call a late foul on Titus as the shot was going up. So Titus gets her first foul, and Macy Seabaum, who has been perfect from the free throw line, goes once again. 8 points for Macy Seabaum. She's taken up most of the scoring today for Alliance Bulldogs. With 1:07 left to go, her first free throw, yet again perfect from the line. 9 points for Seabaum, 22-14.
Former North Platte Knight, Nolan Shagru, on the officiating crew.
I was just about to say, I was looking a little familiar. 10 points now for Seabaum. As checking in comes Shyla Salcedo, 22-15. Of course, talking about those North Platte Knights. Look at that, 4 wins for...
They're putting quite a win streak together.
I know, both teams before, of course, the 3-game losing streak for North Platte Community College and the women's team. The men popping off for 4 straight, looking for their 5th tonight against Central Wyoming. Stolen away, though. There goes Seabaum once again, one-on-one with Douglas. Oh, and a foul call. Josie Douglas trying to wait as long as she can. Jeff Smeltzer, that's now the 4th Bulldog, if my calculations are correct, to get their 3rd foul. As we wait for the official call. Oh, good, actually. I don't know. That looks to be a mistake on my part. She's only got 2 fouls, but once again, the fouls keep pouring in.
Adding up, yeah.
Sort of a Bulldog, I don't want to say classic, as there's the first miss by Macy Seabaum. But early in this season, North Platte is very prone, both the boys and the girls, to committing fouls early on.
Well, you get 5, you might as well take them all.
Might as well just use most of them. As there goes another one, 11 points from AC Seabaum. It's 22-16 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. Under 50 seconds left to go to play before halftime. Douglas to the far side to Chloe Hanneborg. Hanneborg, guarded by Lambert, spins into the lane, picks her dribble up. Now to Josie Douglas. She thought about shooting, now drives, now thinks about kicking again, and cuts it into Hanneborg. Great cut from Hanneborg, but it's blocked by Salcedo. Euling will have a foul called against her, as I believe that's Salcedo that'll get ringed up for it.
I think they'll call that one on the floor. No shots on that.
Yes, they will, Jeff Smeltzer. So Salcedo gets her... It's her first and 3rd team for Alliance.
See what they do, that last baseline out of bounce play resulted in a basket. This one.
Hanneborg for three. Oh, off the backboard, no good. Fought for and rebounded, though, by Phoenix Brown. And now North Platte sets up with 25 seconds. The shot clock is turned off, but Josie Douglas fires for three, and she's been absolutely electric today. Jeff Smeltzer, that is now her third three for Josie Douglas.
Yeah, I really like her game. She's a great ball player.
25-16, a throw all the way up, stolen by Addison Ewing with 9 seconds. Douglas throws it up to Chloe Hanneborg. Hanneborg going on the baseline. She fires a shot up with 3 seconds. No good. Seabomb retrieves it. Her heave not going to go in time. And that's how this first half will come to an end. Josie Douglas leading the way, 11 points for North Platte High School, 3 threes. I talked last season before she got injured and was out for the rest of the year about how she was really good defensively, and what she really needed to work on was her offensive game. She really struggled from the field, and so far, Jeff Smeltzer this season, she's looking pretty good in her shooting form when it gets set. 3 threes. She's got 11 points for North Platte High.
Yeah, I think she's put a lot of work into it in the offseason. I don't think she has a fall sport. I don't think she's a...
I don't think so either, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, good kid, and she's been a great ball player ever since she was down in grade school. So I'm excited to see that she's having success on the high school level.
And so far, North Platte High School back up to a 9-point lead, 25-16 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, more halftime coverage right here, Quick Stop Halftime Show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day.
Foggy windows? Need custom glass work? Look no further than Larry's Glass in North Platte. For over 40 years, Larry's has been your go-to spot for all things glass. From auto to residential to commercial. If it's glass, Larry's Glass has it covered. Fast, reliable, and done right the first time. Trust the experts at Larry's Glass to keep you safe and looking sharp. Call Larry's Glass today, 308-532-7675, or stop by 211 West 5th. Larry's Glass, where quality is clear as glass.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gets you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask me, Shelter Agent Brent Rogo, how to protect what you have waited for. Find me at 405 East C Street in North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, 25-16 to lead on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. I'm joined today by the boys' head coach. Jimmy Pack joins me. Coach, it's good to see you. You know, we've kind of ran into each other a couple times throughout the year, but it's time for some basketball. You know, how excited are you to finally sit here and say, well, we're done with all the camps. It's actually time to go out and play some ball.
Well, you just break basketball down to seasons. You got your summer season, you got your preseason season, and you get excited for every one of them. You're excited for the first day of preseason back in September with conditioning, but we're absolutely ready to come here in the Doghouse and show the community and get the community support, show North Platte what we've been working on the last couple weeks.
That's right. First home game of the season for North Platte, currently 0-2. Of course, they fell to South Sioux City last Friday in overtime, 59-57. Man, talk about a crazy game that was. You guys force overtime with a 3 and then lose on the last shot to South Sioux City and then lost in the next game to Norfolk, 51-42. Very too good, though, overall. Positive games for your team. You know, a lot of new faces that are at the varsity level and at the starting position. Of course, if I remember correctly, I only calculated maybe 3 points that came back for this year's team. So a lot of unknowns going into the first couple games of the season. But you have to say, pretty good start, even though they came away with 2 losses.
Yeah, you know, we battled back against South Sioux, and, you know, that program's kind of had a rough patch here lately, and I told the guys not to be on max preps looking at their stuff because we're a completely new team, so we can't get out ahead of ourselves. And like you said, they battled back. Some guys that have 0 varsity experience. We got a big stop there in overtime, and then, you know, I think some of that inexperience caught up with us. We threw the outlet right to them, and they laid it up at the buzzer, and it bounced in. And then we came back less than 24 hours later, and we looked like a completely different team against Norfolk. So, yes, we're young, but these guys learn exceptionally fast. We graduated 7 seniors, so like you said, you always say that Jesse Mock, who tied 2 3-point records, ain't walking back in the door, fellas.
Yep.
So your time is now. It's time to figure it out, and they have been. They've gotten better every day in practice, and it might not happen overnight, but I think by the time the season gets to an end here, we're going to really surprise some people.
As you said, going from that pretty heavy senior depth team last year to now coming to a pretty fresh group, what's really the differences in terms of course, outside of just the normal experience, but just in terms of their drive to keep winning? I know every team wants to get better and better, but there's always just a little bit extra for young guys that haven't really seen the court much. But what between the two teams, what have you noticed differently that have separated them?
We have a little bit more size on this team than we had last year. Carter Dishman's about 6'6". He didn't play a lot of varsity last year. He's been a project for us. Easton Jones was out with knee surgery, so he gives us some height. He transferred him from Maxwell, so going from that level to seeing some Class A ball, I'm sure is a little bit different. But I would say these guys really, truly play together as a team. We had some issues. We had a technical foul, which is inexcusable, and we dealt with that in the Bulldog way. And there was no complaining or yelling. There was guys picking each other up. There was no, other teams, you'd have some guys maybe getting a little vocal about it. And they stepped up. They dealt with it as a team. We even have things in practice. If you hit 5 shots in a row on a certain drill, you're out of one part of conditioning, and they still don't take that off. I truly believe they embrace the hard work, and they enjoy it.
Well, that's what you love to hear, Coach. Now, before I let you go, new year, new season, new team, system still staying the same, or did you make a little adjustments for this season coming into the starts?
You always got to play to your strengths. We made some adjustments on defense just for matchup reasons. Like I said, some of our guys maybe struggle to guard the perimeter a little bit, so I'm a man-to-man guy, but I had to swallow my pride a little bit.
Coach,
and
no.
I know.
Oh, no.
So we might be seeing, you're still going to see the Dog D,
Of
but
course.
it might be in a little bit different format than we saw last year. But you got to do that. Offensively, we've talked about, guys sliding through. We'll still be spread out. But, some of those bigger guys, if you basket cut, let's give them a look on the block. Let's post up for a count and see if you can see his number, let's get it to him and see what he can do. And Dishman did a good job against Norfolk. They really struggled with how he's over 300 pounds, and I told him he needed to lose weight. But he said he's a football player, so he goes home and drinks protein shakes after every practice. So we'll see who wins by the end of the year if he keeps the weight on, if I can run it off.
I was going to say, but the good news is nobody's going to be able to move him off the block if he gets down there. So, Coach, thank you so much for stopping on by. Can't wait to see the team coming up here after the end of this girls Bulldog game.
Thank you.
That was head coach Jimmy Pack for North Platte High School. We'll step aside and take a break. We come back, more Quick Stop halftime show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, do the right thing. That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
It's the most magical time of the year, and Cody Park is inviting you to bring the family out to experience the joy of Christmas. Cody Park has all the displays you've grown up with, along with some new ones. Enjoy pictures with Santa, tractor and hay rack ride, and horse and wagon rides every weekend from 6 to 9 p.m. and Sundays with Ice Cream Sunday. The Kids Christmas Parade, December 14th at 4 o'clock. Cody Park Christmas, open daily from 5 to 10 p.m. through Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas from the city of North Platte.
The Dogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KWOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy great food from Merrick's Ranch House. There's 10% off online ordering, and Merrick's offers a 10% veteran and military discount. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410. Of course, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Jeff Smeltzer joins me as well. Let's jump into our game stats brought to you in part by State Farm agent Bobby Campbell. Leading the way for Alliance and the Bulldogs with 11 total points. Macy Seabaum, she only missed one free throw so far in today's game. 2 rebounds, 1 foul to go with her. 3 points for Paz Cody off of 3 free throws as she took it following the foul on the perimeter. And that is about it for the scoring side today here for Alliance High School. For North Platte High School, Josie Douglas leads the way. 11 total points, 3 threes to go with her name, as well as 2 fouls. 9 points for Chloe Hannaborg. She is 5 for 7 from the free throw line. 2 points for Addison Euling, 1 point for Ava Franzen, and that's how we got to this 25-16 lead. Jeff Smeltzer, let's get into our Owls Lock and Save keys to the second half. What do you got written down for North Platte to come away with the victory here against Alliance?
Well, play a little smarter. Foul trouble. Stay out of foul trouble. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, it looked good in the first half. Freshman gave them some energy. I like that.
Keep rolling with it.
Stay sound,
That's what you love to see. We'll step aside, take a break, come back. Third quarter action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. Guess what? It is time for some third quarter action here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com. 25-16 the lead for the Bulldogs here in this third quarter. Josie Douglas stepping back and firing, and she gets another bucket. Josie Douglas having herself a game, 13 points. Have some substitutions to start this game for the second half for North Platte with a lot of people in foul trouble. Hold up, 3 on the way, short from Brooke Bailey, and Madison Euling gets the rebound. The throw all the way up. Here comes J.C. Burke. Burke's shot is up, and Burke's shot is good. I can't even get my commercials in. That's going to go in from Abby Kamensky.
Yeah, I think
correction.
that was Abby Kamensky.
So it's good to see at least Kamensky's out here. Of course, with 3 fouls for the senior. Of course, our timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McCann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McCann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey. Suite B is Macy Seabaum gets called for the travel. Also thinking to our sponsors here for today's game. That is Kroll Clinic. Check out, of course, Dr. Chris Kroll and his crew at Kroll Clinic at their Westfield Shopping Center location. 29-16 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. A quick 4-0 run for the Bulldogs out of halftime. As Josie Douglas now to Abby Kamensky. She drives into the lane. Kamensky going to see a foul as that's going to go against Macy Seabaum.
Glad she's okay. She went down hard on that.
Got to be careful here for not only J.C. Burke, but also for Abby Kamensky. Each have 3 fouls apiece. Kamensky down low, wide open. Addison Euling, an easy bucket. Oh, well, Jeff Smeltzer, that's a quick 6 points out of the break for the Bulldogs.
Gotta love it. And I am so impressed with Coach Hammond's baseline out of bounds plays.
They've always been good, but just this year feels even better as Seabaum shot's no good. Douglas collects the rebound, and now she goes the other way, up to Chloe Hannaborg. Hannaborg now to Euling. Euling will stop the basketball and throw it to the far side of Kamensky. Abby Kamensky now to Katie Titus at the right elbow. Titus tries to get it down low to Addison Euling, and a jump ball will be called. That'll go the way of Alliance High School. Of course, for a team that's relatively new to each other, they're playing offensively much better than they have the last couple of seasons, which I think is a huge step up. We've always talked about how North Platte's defense can really hang with the best of them, but the struggle has always been the flow of the offense has always been off and on, mostly off for the majority of the season. But through the first 2 games, Jeff Smeltzer, I think they've eclipsed really a lot of their scoring metrics from last season.
Yeah, I think they were over 50 last week in both games.
Yeah, both games they were above 50 points, as that's tipped out by, actually going to be Salcedo's the last to touch it. I thought Josie Douglas got a fingertip on it, but go the other way for North Platte with 6:17 left to go. 62 points in one game and then 55 in the other. So probably the highest marks of last year's point scoring this year have been eclipsed by the first two games. As now top of the three-point line, Katie Titus down low to Euling. Euling trying to go up with the shot, and a foul's called. And with that, Addison Euling will go to the free throw line. Love seeing more looks to Addison Euling down low when Kale Lambert is not in the game. As I say that, here comes Kale Lambert.
Yeah. She's got good footwork down low. Euling is good post presence.
Of course, we talked last season as Euling makes the first free throw. I talked a lot of last season about how I wanted to see more of Addison Euling in the game because when she did come in, she just looked so calm down low in the paint. She wasn't really frazzled by all the people. And of course, we all know how well she's done at the volleyball level for North Platte in her years. As she nailed the first free throw and will nail the second. So 6 points for Euling, and they had to sub in Kale Lambert as well as Addison Weber to try and stop Euling. 6-0 run for North Platte to start this second half, 33-16. Douglas gets his hand on it, but it's picked up by Weber. And now a double team, but a foul will be called, I believe, on Josie Douglas. So now she's up to her third foul. A little ticky-tacky, but 3 now for Douglas, and the first team foul for North Platte.
Yeah, that one was kind of a silly one. Play had already happened, and she reached in late.
Again, this is still technically, if you think about in terms of games played, Josie Douglas still a freshman. Yeah. Even though she's a sophomore, just the overall experience had her season come to an end prematurely last year with that broken foot. Now the pass to the top of the three-point line, Addison Weber. Weber pivoting around, looking for some help with 18 on the shot clock. Down low it goes to Lambert. Lambert to Macy Seabaum. Macy Seabaum drops the basketball, and it's out of bounds. And you can kind of start to see the exhaustion setting in a little bit for Alliance. They, while having a very deep roster, have kept, of course, Macy Seabaum and a couple other players out there for a majority of this ball game, and it's looking like that exhaustion starting to set in. To the far side, Kamensky got past her defender, fires up for three, short, no good. Seabaum has the basketball. Good tip a little bit away by Chloe Hanneborg, and Hanneborg once again gets her fingers on it. Oh,
good hustle,
Hanneborg.
Chloe.
Oh,
Bulldog
I was going to say
Bulldog basketball.
Which Bulldog? Which flip corner?
North
Which
Platte
one?
Basketball.
North Platte gets it, but again, I just love that tenaciousness from Chloe Hanneborg as she draws the foul from Maya Marsettler. Second foul for second for Marsettler, and third team foul. And with that, the Bulldogs will get another play on their side. Kamensky with the inbounds, crosses all over to Katie Titus. Titus now drives in on Marsettler, lost the basketball, out of bounds. Last touched by Maya Marsettler. Of course, with how this team's rolling, the question becomes, what does it look like with Kiki Williams? Now, she was really the big surprise last season. She got off to a pretty slow start statistically, and then towards the end of the year became the Bulldogs' most dependent or most reliant player. That's a 5-second violation for the Bulldogs inbounds, and with that turnover.
I didn't see the box score from Norfolk, but I assume she had over 20.
Yeah.
She had a heck of a game against the Panthers.
She really came on towards the end of the season and expanded her game. She was kind of stuck in the paint for most of the start of the year, and then as time grew on, she just got better and better. As now the cross-court pass to Weber. Addison Weber guarded by Hanneborg. Now on over to Cody. Cross-court to Marsettler. Marsettler tries to get it down low to Lambert. Last touched out of bounds by Marsettler and Alliance, and North Platte will take over with 4:48 to go, 33-16. As here comes another inbound for the Bulldogs, and Josie Douglas will take over. Here comes J.C. Burke. Her 3 fouls, looking to check in with Ava Franzen. Now it's out of the three-point line. Franzen tries to get it down low, and they tried to off Euling, and it bounces through her hands. That's a turnover for the Bulldogs. Up to Cody. Cody can't keep it alive, and another turnover for Alliance, and now here comes J.C. Burke. So Burke as well as Kamensky going to have to play a little careful with their 3 fouls. But well-deserved rest for Josie Douglas, and hopefully for the next substitution being Chloe Hanneborg, as she and Douglas have been in this game for a whole heck of a lot thanks to the fouls trouble between the guards of North Platte. As there's Hanneborg into the paint, she'll fire a shot up. It's way short. She collects her own miss, and I believe a foul. Oh, they'll call it jump ball between Marsettler.
Great effort to get her offensive rebound.
Of course, offensive rebounds, not even for North Platte Community College, can be achieved. So to see that,
yeah.
to see that Chloe Hanneborg probably is out offensive rebound a college team all by herself. You just got to see guys admire the effort. And guess what? She's just a freshman, and she'll not fire for three. Oh, it's off the backboard, no good, and picked up on the side by Paz Cody. And now she'll go the other way. But how about Hanneborg's tenaciousness? Steals the basketball, floats one up, no good, but a foul will be called. 9 points for Hanneborg. She's got 5 of them from the free throw line. She'll go back once again and look to continue that pace.
Slick move to pick the pocket of the ball handler that time, and just couldn't convert on the layup, but she's going to shoot 2.
It's just crazy. I don't have the statistics because I've lost count off the top of my head now of how much times not only Chloe Hanneborg but Josie Douglas single-handedly have stolen the basketball in today's ball game. Yep. They have just been in the pockets of Alliance all day. As first free throw from Hanneborg is no good. It's still 33-16.
Must be in the North Platte water because late
and
night.
She got it again, but can't get the shot to fall. As that's picked up by Mar Settler out of bounds. Last touch by Mar Settler and Alliance, but I'm losing track of how many offensive rebounds Chloe Hanneborg has had in this ball game. I think every rebound has been the offensive board. So North Platte will have an inbound on the baseline with Abby Kamensky trying to find an easy bucket. Just looking around, throwing it all the way back to Burke. Burke on the right side, drives, kicks to Euling. She steps and fires for 3. Oh, it's just a little off. Fought for, rebounded again by Hanneborg. Off to Euling, her second attempt. No good. And, oh my gosh, Chloe Hanneborg.
I think Chloe would have got that if she would have fallen down.
If Chloe Hanneborg didn't trip up, she might have gotten it again. This time, J.C. Burke was the recipient.
Got it instead, yep.
As North Platte will have yet again another inbound. Offensive rebounds for the Dogs. Still trying to come up with those second chance points, though, off the rebounds. Kamensky again inbounds the basketball. Looking, throws it back to Burke. Burke guarded by Cody. Now at the logo. Oh, Cody falls down. J.C. Burke passes it to Kamensky. Probably should have pushed it into the paint.
Yeah.
But there's Ava Franzen pivoting around, and there's Mar Settler jump balling it. And now it goes the way of Alliance and the Bulldogs. A little bit of the freshness of J.C. Burke. And she also is a sophomore, but hasn't really seen much varsity experience. Dishes the ball away instead of taking it into the paint.
Probably picked up her ball 15 feet earlier than she needed to.
Now Cody on the far side in the double team. Oh, Burke gets her hand on it, and there's Chloe Hanneborg to pick it up again. But that time the ball goes out of bounds before a foul is called on, I believe, Paz Cody. We'll see. Will be on Cody. Second for Cody. And now to the free throw line will go Chloe Hanneborg and the Bulldogs with 3:32 left to go here in this third quarter. 33-16 the lead for North Platte High School. Hanneborg's free throw. That one's in. So with that, she's 6 for 10 with 10 points as Cody checks out. As Josie Douglas now checks in for Abby Kamensky. So far for Chloe Hanneborg's got 10 points. She'll fire another one. She makes it. 7 for 11 from the free throw line. 35-16 and stolen by Burke. They try to get it to Hanneborg. She does so and she falls down, and I believe they'll call it travel on Chloe Hanneborg. A little frantic with the basketball when she tries to get down low, but with the way she's just flying around the court, you can kind of accept that.
Yeah, JC gave her a pass, a little hard to handle, but that's okay. I appreciate the hustle.
As Burke almost gets another steal on the near side as Addison Weber tried to inbound it, and a timeout going to be called on the side of Alliance. North Platte leading 35-16. When we come back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Ankle pain holding you back? Great Plains Foot and Ankle is here to help. Whether you're dealing with turf toe, sprains, fractures, Achilles tendon issues, sports injuries to your foot or ankle, or need custom orthotics, their expert team provides the personalized care you need to get back on your feet. Don't let discomfort slow you down. Take the first step towards relief today. Call 308-532-3600 or visit gpfootandankle.com. Great Plains Foot and Ankle, because every step matters.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. FM 98.1, AM 1410. Paxton Gordon here with Jeff Smeltzer. Our Wicked Fast scoreboard, 35-16 the lead for the Bulldogs. Timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Location 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as Zeller Motor Company. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience the difference at Zeller Motor Company?
Oh,
As
my.
hard foul going to be committed against Josie Douglas. And she went spiraling around. I believe Macy Seabaum. Yep, Macy Seabaum is the offender for that foul.
She tried to Saquon Barkley over top of that defender.
She did in wrong sport,
no.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
but that puts Douglas at the free throw line for the second time. She's 0 for 2. That 0 for 3 now. Probably the area that Douglas needs to work on free throws for this year, but so impressed to see how she's evolved her game. As her next free throw, that time is hit. Last year really struggled from beyond the arc, Josie Douglas did in her stint before she was injured, and really this season has been a much better three-point shooter for North Platte High School, which is a team that dearly needs that shooting from beyond the arc. As my Settler goes into the lane, and a foul will be called. Hopefully that's not against Burke, because she's got 3 so far, and it is going to be against J.C. Burke. That's number 4, and that probably means she's going to have to sub out. And checking in comes Abby Kamensky. Paz Cody checks in, also on the floor. Caitlin Mazanek. As Marv Settler steps out, the inbounds now from Webster. Webster throwing it all the way back to Cody, tipped by Hanneborg again. And here comes Chloe Hanneborg going the other way. Hanneborg shot no good, rebounded by Kamensky, no good. Douglas puts it back. You know what they say, third time is the charm. 16 points for Josie Douglas and the Bulldogs. Keep extending their lead in this ball game as that one's almost stolen by Ava Franzen. It's 38-16, and now a foul going to be called by, thank heavens. Yeah, Ava Franzen.
She couldn't get the brakes put on in time.
As Katie Titus will check in for Addison Euling. So North Platte, 3 team fouls in this ball game. 38-16 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. Inbound to Cody. Cody now, top of the logo, looking for some help. Great defense from Chloe Hanneborg. Gets it to Seabaum. Seabaum thinking about dribbling in, picks her dribble up. Now cross-courts it on over to Cody. Cody drives, throws one up, and early in the shot clock, no good. Douglas fighting for it, and now they'll call the jump ball. Whoa, they're going to call it travel. I look like at least my thought it would be a jump ball, but they'll call Josie Douglas with the travel. 2:37 left to go here in this third quarter. Back to Seabaum. She drives in on Chloe Hanneborg. Picks her dribble up. Now, that's to the near side, Mazanek. Mazanek now tries to get it down low to Lambert. Hanneborg trying to steal it and gets the steal officially. And now here comes Chloe Hanneborg throwing it up. And they get it down low to Titus.
Good look.
Tipping it away there, Kale Lambert. Really love the passing I'm seeing this season.
Good look. Just excellent defensive play by number 42.
I think they're going to call a kick ball on Lambert. But another thing that you can see differently from this season is just how the ball's popping more than it was last season. There was a lot of, and of course that can just boil down to how the team struggled so much to find offensive rhythm. There's just a lot more emphasis to get that extra pass, and you can really see it's resulting in some nice easy points for the Bulldogs as Hanneborg's going to get that way on out by the logo and pass it to Douglas.
Yeah, the ball doesn't get stuck anywhere, and you're watching it move here.
Down low it goes to Franzen. Franzen to Titus on the left elbow. She fires a shot. It's short. Rebounded by Macy Seabaum. And then there's a foul by Chloe Hanneborg, her first. But yeah, and that's really where the things were so tough for the Bulldogs last season is the ball would just die in so many different areas. You know,
it'd get stuck every once in a
while.
while.
Yeah, it would get stuck, and because of that, they wouldn't know what they needed to do to get out of that situation. This year seems to be, in the early parts, a much better emphasis on keeping the ball alive and keeping the ball moving, and that's how they've gotten so far. 38 points, and there's 2:02 left to go in this third quarter. To the far side, Webster.
Testament to Chloe Hanneborg, as aggressive as she is, that's only her first foul down at the
I know.
other end.
As there goes Macy Seabaum. She's able to collect her own miss. 13 points for Seabaum, and it's now 38-18. Now they're going to get it down low to Katie Titus. Titus on Webster. Lost the basketball. Titus does, and it's going to be picked right back up by Katie Titus. It's still on the floor, and now they'll call a timeout from head coach Tyson Hammond. So Katie Titus, good effort to rekindle that basketball, but timeout called. 38-18, the lead for North Platte High School as they have been cruising all here in this third quarter with 1:35 left to go. Jeff Smeltzer.
Super impressed with this defense. 20-point lead.
Pretty comfortable with how they've been doing it.
You know, and I don't want to sound negative, but if anybody saw the Jamboree versus Ogallala, this is a totally different performance. It was a clunker that night. That wasn't their best game, and it looks so much better tonight.
And, that's just kind of how Jamboree games kind of go.
Right.
You'd expect, everyone's going to say, everyone should be prepared for the first game of the season, But Jamboree is essentially really just almost like an installation of what you want to do.
It's ugly basketball, and it was that night, and it looks so much cleaner tonight.
And, of course, Ogallala, not a team that you can scoff at. They're teams that they're a team that they can, whatever district they get put into for district time, have a huge high chance of winning that district and going on to state, whether it be the boys or the girls. As here comes North Platte with an inbounds underneath the basket from Abby Kamensky. Timeouts is always brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. As Ava Franzen gets the rebound and she gets the basket up. That is her first official field goal today for Ava Franzen. It's 40-18.
Yep. Nice board and put back kid. Now play a little defense.
Seabaum goes the other way with it. And they're going to call a foul on Ava Franzen. I don't even think Franzen was close to fouling. I think she was more falling on the floor than fouling Macy Seabaum, but Seabaum will go to the free throw line. She's only missed one so far today. She has 13 points for Alliance again, really carrying the weight of that team offensively today. And she nails the first one. As here comes Phoenix Brown. At some point, they're going to have to take Chloe Hanneborg off the court before her legs fall off of her with how much she's running around. And that is what's so crazy about it. Is she just runs around so much. As Seabaum misses that and Franzen collects the rebound. She can still probably run a half marathon, even a full marathon with the way she's going. Brown on the far side. Picture dribble up and cross courts it on over to Franzen. Franzen now pivots around, gets it to Chloe Hanneborg. Hanneborg into the lane. She'll flow one up. No good. Katie Titus rebound. She goes up with a strong effort, and there's 2 points for Katie Titus. Her first 2 points, 42-18 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. Jeff Smeltzer as Seabaum stops her dribble.
North Platte Dogs are doing a great effort on the offensive end of the court on the offensive rebounds.
As that one's tipped up once again, and Chloe Hanneborg gets the ball. Oh, that's going to go through Douglas's hands. She somehow keeps it alive. Wow, Josie Douglas keeping the ball alive, and now here's Ava Franzen. They try to get it into the corner to Phoenix Brown, but it's out of bounds with 32 seconds left to go.
Yeah, they weren't on the same page. I think Ava thought Phoenix would be out there for the three, and Phoenix is cutting baseline and just couldn't connect.
A lot of substitutions for Alliance. J.C. Fox checks in, as well as Riley Norris for Alliance.
Chloe's looking at the bench like,
not me. I'm trying to remember when I'm looking around. I think the problem again is there's 2 people on the bench with 3 fouls. One of them, of course, is Abby Kamensky, who has 4. So poor Chloe Hanneborg's probably not going to get any time soon. And still, with some of tenacious defense, forces a travel from past Cody.
Creative use of the pivot foot on that one.
I was going to say it's 42-19 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard as J.C. Fox will inbound the basketball to Chloe Hanneborg, and she will set the offense up for the Bulldogs. To the far side, though, tipped out of bounds by Addison Weber. Another inbound for North Platte will be on its way.
Yeah, telegraphed that pass. That was probably not one of her best passes.
That's Fox. Now we'll get the A-OK and setting up the sideline offense. Here it comes. They'll get into the corner to Phoenix Brown. Brown drives into a double team. She bulls through a person and then gets called for the travel. And she unfortunately took one step too far. And that's a turnover for North Platte with 13.5 seconds left. Good look. She saw the initiative to drive in there. Just one more step
created
too
the
much.
contact and had to gather herself, and that caused the travel.
Cody tries to get it down low to Norris, stolen away by Titus. Here comes Chloe Hanneborg with 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Hanneborg floats one up. Oh, it's no good. And that is how this third quarter will come to an end. Fourth quarter action on the way for North Platte High School. They are leading this one 42-19. We come back here to the Doghouse. FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here. Quick stop pause. Not even the post game yet, Jeff Smeltzer. Feels like the post game though. Former coach of the wrestling team, Dale Hall, has made his way into the gymnasium. North Platte High School leading 42-19 on our wicked fast scoreboard here to start the fourth quarter. As always, timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey. Sweet B, Addison Ewan can't get the first shot to go, but you know what? Second time is the charm. And you know what she did. She got that bucket to fall, and just like that, it's 44-18. Timeouts and our other Sports Zone sponsors brought to you by Rooster Roll-Offs. Got a mess that's out of control? Contact Rooster Roll-Offs today to help your mess all cleaned up, as that's a travel called. Brooke Bailey moved the pivot foot, and because of that, turns it over. 44-19, the lead for North Platte High School. As finally, Chloe Handelborg gets a break as both J.C. Burke and Abby Kamensky have checked in. Kamensky 4 fouls, Burke with 3. Titus now drives in, kicks it to Burke. Burke will fire the shot up. It's no good. Fighting for it, Titus tried to keep it alive, and it rolls out of bounds. Last touched by the Bulldogs.
One of the few times the Bulldogs didn't get an offensive, or the North Platte Bulldogs
I know,
didn't get an
it's going to get you one of these times. It gets you all the time. As the battle of the Bulldogs so far going the way of the home team, North Platte High School. Macy Seabaum now on the far side of the court, guarded by J.C. Burke. Takes up the court, looking to go coast to coast. Left elbow, picks her dribble up. Now looking, pivots around and finds Marsettler at the logo with 25 on the clock. And there goes one, Josie Douglas. The pass up to Kamensky. Kamensky shot is in. She took a hard little knock, but Abby Kamensky picks up her 10th point. Actually, correction, Abby Kamensky picks up her 2nd point. And then a turnover on the far side by Alliances. Checking in comes Rosalind Wills. 7:03 left to go. Jeff Smeltzer, it's 46-19. This game's basically all but over with now.
Yes, it is. I think we're going to see the whole bench play here before too long.
As now driving in, J.C. Burke goes. Burke now kicks to one. Correction, that was Kamensky kicking it to Burke, and now Kamensky wide open for 3. Oh, no good on that shot. And that time, that rebound will not go the way of the Bulldogs, so won't go the way of North Platte High School, as Alliance will see it tipped out of bounds on their side, so North Platte will have the inbounds corrected. Kamensky looking around. Still looking for some help. Gets it to Katie Titus. Titus's shot, just a bit off the mark. And there's going to be almost an offensive rebound, but Seabaum rips it away. Here comes Macy Seabaum against Josie Douglas. Her shot is up. Her shot is no good, and they're going to call a block foul on Josie Douglas as she tried to go for the charge.
Awfully close. She was almost there for the position to get that charge.
And now that puts Josie Douglas into foul trouble, as that is her 4th foul, and Macy Seabaum will now go to the free throw line with all of her 14 points.
Well, I imagine their night's going to be done here shortly anyway, so.
As another free throw go the way of Seabaum. She's got 15 now. It's 46-20 on the wicked fast scoreboard. 6:40 left to go here in the ball game. And yet again, Seabaum hits another 2. She got 16 points, 46-21. Douglas crosses the half-court line, and now will go to the near side. Hands it off to Burke. Burke around the perimeter to Kamensky. Kamensky to Douglas. Douglas thought about shooting. Now gets it into one Addison Euling. Titus at the free throw line to Burke. Burke going baseline. Burke picks her dribble up. Katie Titus will fire for three. Katie Titus, nothing but net.
And that was an excellent use of the bounce pass to get out to Katie Titus for that three.
49-21 on our wicked fast scoreboard. A three on the way from Alliance is no good and rebounded by Burke. Burke trying to throw it up there to Kamensky, but it's turned over, and now the other way. Burke Bailey goes. Last touch out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Really going into their bag of tricks, North Platte is. This offense just looks so freed up this season, and I think that's really just an exciting thing to watch because with how tenacious this defense has been, it only makes things so much more exciting offensively for what North Platte can do. As there goes the shot. The first one will be made today by Shyla Salcido.
And the inbounder was falling forward, almost stepped over the line, and just got the pass off in time.
So here to the near side and back to the top of the three-point line. How will Katie Titus for three? Oh! 2 in a row. 2 for 2 from Katie Titus. She's got 8 points. 52-23. As that inbounds will almost get picked out, and there's the last foul for J.C. Burke.
Oh, that was her fifth.
That is her fifth, so J.C. Burke will get subbed out for Chloe Hanneborg.
Well, you can't take them with you, so.
I mean, her night was going to be over in the near future
coming out
anyway.
Before too long, so.
Just a little bit probably earlier than Coach Hammond wanted. Is the inbounds now to Macy Seabaum, and up the court, she comes with it. 52-23 on the wicked fast scoreboard. Seabaum picks her dribble up, pivots around. Is able to find Cody on the near wing. Cody gets it into the paint. And there's Salcedo's shot, no good, and it's rebounded by Josie Douglas, her fifth. And now up the court comes North Platte High. The throw all the way here, stolen away by Cody. Bad pass from Josie Douglas. She was trying to get it to Abby Kamensky in the corner. Cody's shot is no good, as that's going to be blocked. It's going to be last touch by North Platte High, so an inbound for Alliance. 52-23.
I'm not sure why that Alliance Bulldog was taking it 1 against 4. But,
as there's a quick shot from past Cody, that's no good. Fought for and rebounded there by Abby Kamensky. She'll weave through her traffic, throw it on over to Chloe Hanneborg. Hanneborg's layup, off the mark. Great rebound by Katie Titus, and Katie Titus will draw a foul. Another great offensive board by North Platte as that will go the way of Paz Cody, her third.
Can't see over your shoulder. Is Katie close to double figures?
She's so far got 8 points.
Okay.
And that's 6 points in the last about 2 minutes from
knock these two down, kid.
Katie Titus. First one takes a nice bounce in. 1 for 1 at the free throw line as Addison Weber checks in, as well as Kale Lambert. So Seabaum checks out for probably the last time today, as well as Rosalind Wills. So Titus could get to double figures here with this free throw. Knock on wood. Takes a bad bounce. And then it's rebounded again by Chloe Hanneborg on the offensive side. Kamensky drives into the lane. Abby Kamensky too strong on the power on the layup. The last go out of bounds. Last touch by Alliance and the Bulldogs. And now North Platte will have another chance at redemption. 4:51 left to go, and here comes another substitution. Kiki Adams. The sophomore looks to check in. How about Douglas, corner three? Almost hit another one. That's high in the air as Salcedo will pick it up. That's her third, and up the court she goes with it. Salcedo now here on the right wing. Spins around, passes it to Weber. Addison Weber thought about driving, hands it off to Cody. Cody into the lane she goes. Back out to Weber. Addison Weber thought about going down low. Great defense from Addison Euling. That's going to bounce off the leg of Hanneborg. And now checking in comes Kiki Adams for Salcedo, which will end her night with 4:27 left to go here in the ball game.
The Bulldogs did it again. They're over 50.
Yes, they are. 53 points compared to the 23 of Alliance. So really good margin of victory here, and that's going to be a 5-second hold there on the side of Addison Weber with the North Platte defense once again suffocating this Alliance Bulldog offense. As here comes Josie Douglas up the court with it. 53-23. Into the corner goes as Chloe Hanneborg thought about driving, but spins around and goes around the perimeter to Douglas. She thought about the three. Down low to Titus. Titus now to Euling. Euling into the corner to Abby Kamensky, and that's a foul. It's going to be called That'll go the way of Brooke Bailey. 4th foul for Bailey. And with 4:04 left to go, here comes a inbounds for North Platte High School.
All right, find Titus.
She's got 9 points,
Yep.
Katie Titus does. Douglas with the basketball.
Get it to her.
Oh, she won't go down in the paint. She looks around, cross-courts it on over to Kamensky. She drives into the paint. Back to Addison Ewing for 3. Ewing hits it. And that now allows Addison Ewing to get into double figures.
All right.
She's got 11 points off of some threes. 56-53 on our wicked fast scoreboard. As a double team stolen by the Bulldogs there with Chloe Hanneborg, and she gets called for the travel on the very, very far side, but there's a good stop by North Platte as Ava Franzen now looks to check in. She'll check in for Ewing with 3:40 left to go in the game.
That's good to see. A lot of gone 9 deep now for the Bulldogs.
Yes, they do, and that is now 3 Bulldogs in double figures tonight.
It's good to see balanced scoring.
That one tipped again by Chloe Hanneborg, and up the court now with it comes Douglas. Great bounce pass to Kamensky, and Abby Kamensky gets her second bucket. She's got 4 points, 58-23. A picked up dribble that gets to Cody. She almost crosses, and they say she will. Oh, actually, timeout called on the side by Alliance and the Bulldogs with 3:20 left to go as Phoenix Brown will check in for North Platte High. 58-23, Jeff Smeltzer. We could be getting to 60 for the second time this season, and I don't think North Platte even got to 60 twice last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 3:20, plenty of time left to get that done. I don't know, is 70 even out of the question? I'm sure they'll slow it down here.
They most
soon.
certainly, well, I mean, with way Chloe Hanneborg's flying around the court, Jeff Smeltzer, I don't even know if slows in the vocabulary for this Bulldog team, as they've just been flying all over this basketball court today.
The effort is unbelievable on the offensive glass and defense. You know, a lot of tips and steals, and yeah.
I just think, for me, it's just how crazy this offense has turned around in 1 year. You know, we went, again, the last 2 seasons trying to figure out how can we get a flow to go with North Platte. You know, Coach Tyson Hammond always talking about trying to find the flow in the offense. Of course, at some point, the lid's going to come off the basket, you know, because there's been a lot of games where it just felt like the Dogs would shoot negative from the field just because of how many times it's bounced off of the netting as that one's going to bounce and picked up by Katie Titus.
And it might just be the case of just making one more pass. You know,
yes, 100%. Seen a lot of hero ball is how we call it the last couple of seasons. Is J.C. Fox has checked in for North Platte High School to the far side of Phoenix Brown. Brown drives baseline. Brown going up and under, tried to then pass it, but stolen away by Addison Weber with 2:54 left to go in the game. Weber into the corner to Cody. Actually, that's Brooke Bailey saved by Titus. Then up to Chloe Hanneborg. She gets right past Addison Weber. Hanneborg going coast to coast. And an offensive charge on Chloe Hanneborg as
good defense that
slow
time.
to get up now. I believe that's Kale Lambert. Lambert very slow to get up. Now gets up as another Alliance Bulldog will check in. Checking in now comes Riley Norris. As out comes Lambert. So now we're getting some substitutions for North Platte High. As Addie Reyna will check in for the first time today. Of course, Addie Reyna, starting pitcher for North Platte High softball, helped lead the team almost to a state appearance. They were 1 game away from the championship match. As the cross court now here drives in Cody into a double team. Addie Reyna there to stop it, almost collects the rebound, and that's out of bounds. Last touched by Reyna. Again, North Platte last season, not this past season, but the previous softball season made it to the championship match in their district, lost to Papillion La Vista, and then this season fell to Fremont. Actually, that was the volleyball team, but fell in the semifinal matchup in the lower bracket as a foul will be called, and out of the free throw line goes Brooke Bailey. So
I don't know a lot about softball, but I know you don't want to be across from Papillion La Vista.
No, gosh, no. They're super good. Same thing with Millard North this year. But Addie Reyna, a huge part of the reason the North Platte Bulldogs made it so far in the tournament from the mound, as that first free throw from Brooke Bailey is no good. 2:21 left to go here in the fourth quarter, 58-23. Next free throw from Bailey, no good. Rebounded there by Ava Franzen. Now here comes Chloe Hanneborg. Passes it up to J.C. Fox. Fox tries to get it down low to Reyna, and it's stolen away by Cody. Cody now will slowly take it up the court, guarded by Hanneborg.
Are we in running clock territory? I guess I'm
not
not sure.
Yet. 40 points,
40 points
is when
okay,
you got to
so
get to it.
I didn't know if it was 35.
No, it is 40 for basketball as down low they pass it back to Cody. Around the perimeter to Addison Weber. Weber picks her dribble up, gets it over to Cody. 15 on the shot clock for Alliance. They have plenty of time. Now they down low, they go to Norris. Riley Norris, no good. Rebounded by one Phoenix Brown, and up the court comes Brown. Brown in some trouble, and there's going to be a travel on Phoenix Brown. And that's how that possession will end as Analia Mora checks in for the first time, and tonight for Chloe Hanneborg. Rosalind Wills also checks in, so here comes that reserve unit, Jeff Smeltzer for the Bulldogs, as Reyna gets a finger on it, stolen away, and here comes J.C. Fox. One-on-one, Fox gets it over to Mora. Mora fires from just within 12, no good, and it's rebounded by Cody. Up now comes past Cody. The far side, somehow, some way, that ball is kept alive out of the hands there of Adams. Still kept alive to Weber. In and out. There's the shot. Addison Weber, no good. Fighting for it, Ava Franzen. And a jump ball that should go the way of Alliance. 1:11 left to go. Saw Brady Hanneborg walking on by.
That, yeah.
Hanneborg still had surgery on that knee that he injured earlier this year. Has a shot coming in from Norris, short, picked up on the side by Mora, and another jump ball that will go the way this time of North Platte High School with 1:06 left to go.
So football is such a crazy game. You lose two guys in 1 week against Omaha Benson.
I know, and that game that just probably should have been over super early as that shot, just short, picked up by Phoenix Brown. Brown fighting for it, their shot goes up, no good. Fought for and rebounded almost by J.C. Fox, and out of bounds it goes, and now North Platte will go on the defensive side of things. Yeah, that Benson game, a game that was so easily won, and you lose two key starters for the season in that game. As pass Cody here to the near side. Weber gets it to Norris. Norris trying to find Kiki Adams, but once again stolen, this time by Phoenix Brown. Brown into the open court she goes. Phoenix Brown, shot is up, and Phoenix Brown does it. Gets her first 2 points in today's ball game. And just like that, Jeff Smeltzer, North Platte has eclipsed 60 for the second time this season. As Cody, top of the three-point line, tries to cross-court it all the way over to Rosalind Wills, but it's out of bounds. 60-23 with 19.7 seconds left. I'd assume North Platte High School will just walk it out to end this game with the pass to Fox. She'll actually fire a three. J.C. Fox does no good. As Mora tries to get the rebound, she successfully does so. And now I believe the Bulldogs will dribble it out with 7 seconds left to go. Back to Mora. Mora gets it to Reyna. Addie Reyna at the elbow. Addie Reyna doesn't shoot, as that one's going to be in and out of the hands of Cody. And that's how this game will come to an end. Jeff Smeltzer, how about North Platte High girls basketball? Undefeated this season, 3-0, a 60-23 win over Alliance. And the name of the game that has really been a difference maker so far for North Platte High School. This offense is just clicking on all cylinders, Jeff Smeltzer.
Yeah, curious. I looked on Max Preps today, and I couldn't find girl stats. Curious on offensive rebounds and assists.
Well,
seems like there's a lot of assists.
Which I think is a big difference. That's the biggest difference I can see is, again, we talked about it, the ball's moving so much better than it has in previous season, and it's leading to easier shots, and again, 60 points has come about here today. You can't be more than excited than about how this season could go for the Bulldogs, because there's still so many things that they can do a little bit better. We're trying to be nitpicky here, maybe take a couple of better shots beyond the paint, and maybe a couple of better drives into the paint with a little more focus instead of flinging the body around. But outside of that, you really can't nitpick much today.
You can't. But like you said, there's room for improvement. There was several travel calls. You know, I mean, there were still some turnover issues, but boy, overall, they were impressive.
They were, and I'm super excited to see how things go. We'll step aside and take a break. Come back, quick stop post-game show right here, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
In a lawsuit, a little extra liability protection can go a long way. I'm Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. A personal umbrella policy from American Family Insurance offers $1 million or more of coverage over and above the limits of your auto and home policy. And it's affordable. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 501 South Dewey Street or call 534-2400 today.
American Family Insurance.
Sit back and watch me push the
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care, where there is premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrullClinic.com, that's K-R-U-L-L Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Take me out 'cause I'm on top and I'm making it loud.
Attention North Platte and surrounding communities. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment is here to serve you at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right next to Great Plains Urgent Care. Whether you need a wheelchair, mobility scooter, lift chair, or more, their expert team is ready to make your home safer and more comfortable. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510 and take the first step toward comfort and independence.
Attention barbecue lovers. Smokin' Double D's at Butch's in Hershey is locally owned and operated. They smoke all their own meats low and slow to bring you award-winning barbecue. Join them Tuesday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturdays till 11 p.m., and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., with breakfast served on Sundays from 8 to 11. And don't miss their chicken fried steak every Friday night and prime rib on Saturdays. Smokin' Double D's, making greatness happen overnight in Hershey.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Ask me, Shelter Agent Brent Rogo, how to protect what you have waited for. Find me at 405 East C Street in North Platte.
The Dogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy great food from Merrick's Ranch House. There's 10% off online ordering, and Merrick's offers a 10% veteran and military discount. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
Taylor is not great at making decisions,
Please do not ever ask me to pick what to watch on Netflix.
which is why she likes Runza.
Oh yeah, I like my golden hot crinkle fries, I like my homemade onion rings, and frings, which is when you get both together.
No tough decisions there. Now, do you dip them in ketchup or our homemade ranch?
How could you do this to me?
Sorry. Come get our famous fries, onion rings, or both today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
It's the most magical time of the year, and Cody Park is inviting you to bring the family out to experience the joy of Christmas. Cody Park has all the displays you've grown up with, along with some new ones. Enjoy pictures with Santa, tractor and hayrack rides, and horse and wagon rides every weekend from 6 to 9 p.m. and Sundays with ice cream sundaes. The Kids Christmas Parade, December 14th at 4 o'clock. Cody Park Christmas, open daily from 5 to 10 p.m. through Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas from the city of North Platte.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to our Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. I'm joined by head coach of North Platte High girls basketball, Tyson Hammond. Coach, how about this? 3-0 to start the season. You know, when you were coming into the year, did you ever expect to start 3-0 with so many kind of new young faces, not only in the starting lineup, but also in the rotation?
Yeah, you know, excuse my voice, I don't have much right now, but
good.
You know, I don't try to look too much at that part of it. You know, expectation-wise, we were just trying to play hard and see what we could do. You know, I thought we played really well last weekend. And today I thought we played hard. Kiki Williams is hurt right now. She was out today with an ankle. So I thought it took us a little while in the first half to kind of figure out how to play with space, and then foul trouble didn't help either. We played a lot of people in the first half, but we still were able to have a lead. And then I thought in the second half you saw a little bit more of of kind of who we are. We did a better job with our pace and our space. So I was really happy with how we stayed tough in the first half when we were trying to kind of find our way. And then in the second half, I thought we played really hard and we did more of what we wanted to do.
You know, me and Jeff Smelter talked about it. This year has just felt like the ball is popping and moving around so much more aggressively in a positive light. Last year there felt like so many possessions that the ball would just die, and there with it the possession as well. But so far this time, it just felt like not only have you gotten so many good looks, whether it be down low in the paint, at the three-point line, but also you guys have been able to run maybe a couple different offenses even in the same shot clock because the ball has been moving around so well. If you didn't get to look the first time, you can go again and one more time.
Yeah, you know, that's we've tried to play with good pace this year. With as young as we are, we know we're going to probably turn it over a little bit, but we know we're also going to be aggressive. So we're trying to play with a little more pace. We're trying to get the ball up and down the floor. We just feel like that really fits who we have right now. And turning that into more possessions helps too, because we're playing with that pace. And defensively, we're always going to pressure people. So I think the two kind of fit pretty well together because we're just trying to be aggressive. That's really what we're trying to do. And then we'll adjust as we need to, but we want to be aggressive first.
Yeah, and you talk about the aggression, a lot of foul trouble, specifically early on in that first half that kind of limited the flow of your first half game plan. You know, really take me through how much of that maybe was a little bit too much of that over-aggression, or really maybe it was just more silly penalties on your team's part.
Yeah, I just thought it was more, we were playing at about 75% speed early and that puts you in bad spots and it leads to reaching and not being in good positions. And I thought that was probably it more than anything. You know, when you pressure like we tried to, we know there's going to be fouls. But we got to be smarter when we get one and not pick up a second or a third. Like, it's easy to adjust if we think a little bit. So we've just got to do a little bit better job of understanding, like, hey, I've got one. I probably can't take a risk on this next one. Or, hey, I've got two. I sure as heck can't take a risk on this next one. So that's just going to come with play. Like, we're playing a lot of young kids right now, and they're learning as we go. I thought Chloe Hanneborg gave us a heck of a spark today. I thought she played her butt off. You know, she's going to make some mistakes, but what she gives us with energy and just playing hard makes such a big difference for us.
You can really see that in the offensive rebound metric. You know, of course, they had the height advantage from the starting lineup with, of course, Addison Euling and Abby Kamensky out there. But just the way Chloe Handelborg was flying around in this game brought so many second chance opportunities for this team, and you guys were really able to execute it on it today.
Yeah, there's times like today where whether it's foul trouble, whether it's having someone out, like, there's not going to be as many rests, and you know, Chloe pretty much played from about the middle of the first quarter all the way to the end of the third quarter and didn't really get a sub, but she's one of those kids that she'll just get up and keep going. So, and I thought we had other people that played really hard too. I thought Addison Euling did a good job of kind of talking and being a little bit of a calming influence. I thought Josie Douglas really handled things well in the first half when our other guards were in foul trouble. She hit some shots and scored a little bit, but she also handled it well and defensively got some steals here and there. So I thought we had a lot of people that did some really good things as we were trying to work our way through stuff.
And, of course, you won't be playing tomorrow since Grand Island does not have a girls' team.
No, we do play tomorrow.
Oh, do you now?
We have Hastings coming here.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
I was wondering if we were going to get a substitution for that.
Yep.
So Hastings tomorrow. So really take me through the game plan of what you're going to be doing tomorrow on the offensive and defensive side to make it 4-0 to start the season.
Yeah, we'll just try to be us, and we'll try to do what we do. I've been doing this long enough now. Most of the other teams, there's not much secrets there. We're going to try to pressure people and defensively and try to force some turnovers, and then we're going to try to push the pace offensively. We're not going to try to do anything different than just be us.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the 3-0 start, and I'll see you tomorrow here.
Thank you very much.
Head Coach Tyson Hammond for North Platte High School. Let's jump into our game stats brought to you in part by State Farm agent Bobby Campbell. 9 points for Katie Titus. How about 11 points for Addison Ewing? 2 threes as well. How about 16 for Josie Douglas, 10 for Chloe Hannibal, 2 for Phoenix Brown, 4 for JC Burke, 4 for Kamensky, 3 for Ava Franzen. And that'll be the scoring here today for North Platte High girls. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, North Platte boys will be on the docket here today. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Hungry and you don't want to cook. Time for Dave's.
You know how it goes. It's 6 p.m. already and nothing's planned for dinner. Let Dave's Place take care of it. With dine-in and carry-out, your family's meal is taken care of.
And Dave's Place has the big game on.
A family atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch all the matchups you want. With homemade pizza, wings of almost any flavor, and nightly drink specials, Dave's Place won't let you down for dinner.
Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street, North Platte, or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, it's Peyton with Rooster Roll-Offs, and I just want to wish you all a very happy holiday season. As we celebrate our 1-year business anniversary, we are so grateful to be a part of this community. Got a mess that's out of control? Say goodbye to clutter and hello to convenience. Your cleanup plans ruffle up your feathers. Call us today at 308-660-5424. Like us on Facebook, check us out on the web, roosterrolloffs.com. Rooster Roll-Offs, making your cleanup as easy as an early morning crow.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Got a crack? Get it fixed fast at Larry's Glass. From windshields to windows, Larry's Glass in North Platte has been your trusted glass repair and replacement experts for over 40 years. Whether it's your car, home, or business, Larry's Glass gets it done right the first time. They've also got a job for you if you've got the talent. Don't let a little crack become a big problem. Call Larry's Glass at 532-7675 or stop in at 211 East 5th. Fast, friendly, and reliable service you can count on.
The preceding was an Eagle Media Sports presentation. North Platte High Sports on NorthPlattePost.com, FM 98.1 and AM 1410 are brought to you by Another Round Sports Bar and Grill at River's Edge Golf Course, Premier Toyota, Let's Go Places, Crawl Clinic Physical Therapy and Athletic Enhancement, Smokin' Double D's at Butch's in Hershey, Zeller Motors, Bad Apple Repair, fix your iPhone or iPad, Rooster Roll-Offs, The Gathering Spot, and the Justin Thompson Agency, American Family Insurance. Today's game also brought to you in part by the D&N Event Center, Mid-Plains Community College, Runza, Great Plains Foot and Ankle, Farm Bureau Financial, Larry's Glass, Dave's Place, Bureau Clean, Bill Summers Ford Honda Lincoln Nissan, Great Plains Health Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, and Shelter Insurance, Pete Falls and Brent Rogo. See our full sports broadcast calendar and our next broadcast at NorthPlattePost.com. It's easy to forget to water your Christmas tree, but it's hard to forget a Christmas classic like this.
What you want? What you want for Christmas? Turn on the Christmas music.
We're North Platte's Christmas station, Reindeer Radio, FM 98.1. The following is an Eagle Media Sports presentation. North Platte High Sports on NorthPlattePost.com, FM 98.1 and AM 1410. Are brought to you by Another Round Sports Bar and Grill at River's Edge Golf Course, Premier Toyota, Let's Go Places, Crawl Clinic Physical Therapy and Athletic Enhancement, Smokin' Double D's at Butch's in Hershey, Zeller Motors, Bad Apple Repair, fix your iPhone or iPad, Rooster Roll-Offs, The Gathering Spot, and the Justin Thompson Agency, American Family Insurance.
Herbert in motion. The pitch out to Sam Herbert. He's going to have some space to the legs.
Let's
Hit the
go.
open field. Sam Herbert with the touchdown. I mean, he exploded through that open hole. Ewing's attack finds the mark. 21-13.
Today's game also brought to you in part by the D&N Event Center, Mid-Plains Community College, Runza, Great Plains Foot and Ankle, Farm Bureau Financial, Larry's Glass, Dave's Place, Puro Clean, Bill Summers Ford Honda Lincoln Nissan, Great Plains Health Sports and Therapy, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, and Shelter Insurance, Pete Falls and Brent Rogo.
The ball comes out once again, and it's picked up by the Bulldogs. Another fumble, this time from Michael Wojcicki, and North Platte's going to pick it up. Holy moly, yet again this Bulldog defense coming in clutch. As Fuller now fires into Dybert. That one drilled out to center. It's going all the way. Another home run for the Bulldogs. They take the lead, 9-8. Are you believing in miracles right now?
Watch today's game live at NorthPlattePost.com. Brought to you by WB's Fun Center and Brigham's. Here's the voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon.
Hey everybody, Paxton Gordon here once again. I know I didn't go anywhere as it's time for some boys action here. FM 98.1, AM 1410 Quick Stop pregame show joined by Jeff Smeltzer. Boys for North Platte 0-2 to start this season against Alliance, who is 1-1. Well, Jeff Smeltzer, those two games were pretty close, even though they didn't favorably come out in North Platte's favor. Have to be pretty excited. Coming into this season, only sitting here going like, I think Jordan only 3 points coming back for this entire team, and there was a lot of unknowns of what was going to go on, and the fact that they have looked pretty prominent and pretty promising against South Sioux City and Norfolk in the first two games has to at least bring a sigh of relief that maybe it's not going to be as scary as you once thought.
Yeah, you had two big glaring questions. How would Easton Jones look? Missing the last two seasons with injury. Hasn't played since his freshman year. He looked outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
He looked outstanding.
It was so funny that we talked about, will he be on a minutes restriction? How is coach going to handle his knee?
I think he was on a minutes restriction, but played 4 quarters and an overtime on his first game back.
So minute restriction, right out the window.
Yep.
But, I felt pretty happy with the way, even though, again, the losses came, there was a couple of mistakes where you sit there and go, that's what a young team looks like. But overall, you got to feel at least pretty positive how those two games ended.
Yeah, your other question, other than Eli Broman, no varsity experience.
Oh, gosh,
Maybe 30 seconds here, a minute there.
Carter Dishman may have gotten a grand total of 5 minutes of all of last year.
They stepped up. They stepped up, looked good. First night, I think if they play South Sioux City any other time during the year, they beat them. But they played their very first game. Little shell shock to begin with, had some turnovers. South Sioux City had a couple experienced guards that were really quick and could shoot the ball. Gave them fits for a little bit. Easton Jones, huge buzzer beater to send it to overtime. And they returned the favor and made a buzzer beater to
on the other side of the court
to finish it out. Norfolk game, it was a 4-point game with 4 minutes left to go. Right in there in it, they went press, too many turnovers. But that's to be expected.
Yeah, with a team that young, of course, that South Sioux City game is just such a huge example of, this team is still young. That's not going to go away for a long time. This team is still going to be a very young, inexperienced team. But at least we can sit and breathe a sigh of relief that we're not going to be okay, we're going to be floundering to figure out production. Because the question was going in, who's going to be the producer? And not just out of the primary producer, but what is the overall production from everybody going to look like? Are we going to see a lot of inconsistency where last year it was pretty much felt like Lance Gifford was the focal point and the only person who you can sit there and say can consistently score. And Jesse Mock, of course, he'd get radiant hot, but sometimes he'd get in his own way with his own emotions. And this year it's just a whole heck of a lot of unknowns.
And the difference between Friday night and Saturday night was huge. They played with confidence Saturday. They looked so much better. And if they keep improving, and I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, of course.
The sophomore class did big things.
Yeah.
I think between Friday and Saturday night, in one of the games, Logan Hayes, Jake Kincaid, Jarrett Smeltzer had double figures.
So, I think right now the best shooter is young Jarrett Smeltzer. I think he's shooting 75%, if I remember correctly, from beyond the arc. So it's good to see, though, that this year this team does have more three-point shooting. That was my problem last year was you shut down Jesse Mock, and then it's just
he was the only
consistent
yeah.
three-point shooter where I didn't have to sit there and go like, okay, well, who's gonna step up this year? At least I can feel like, okay, we can give it to the young Smeltzer. You know, I think Logan Hayes can also make some shots.
Yep.
We've seen a couple other people. You know, Caleb Odell, even though he didn't really probably see much, man.
He's a sniper.
That Ogallala game was a coming out party for Caleb Odell. I think he hit 3 threes, and they were all nothing but net. So I'm excited this year to see what the boys can do on the offensive side of things. Still pretty young, so you kind of have to take this season and the way that they will continue this season with a kind of grain of salt, you know, week by week, game by game basis. But at least you can know that they're going to always, just like the girls, put their best foot forward. Yes, and that is that's just I don't know what it is, just the Bulldog mentality. No matter what sport you go to, they're always going to play hard and always put their best foot forward.
Yep.
So that'll do it here. Quick stop pregame show. When we come back, Jeff Smeltzer get through our starting lineups as well as the start of this varsity game. FM 98.1, AM 1410 live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
For the ultimate fun day out, start at Pregame's Tap Room with a brand new menu you won't want to miss. Catch all of the action on game day with your favorite teams on our big screens. Pair the excitement with amazing drinks, and you've got the ultimate game day experience at Pregame's Tap Room. And when you're ready for more fun, head over to Wild Bill's Fun Center. Dive into our action-packed arcade, knock down pins in our bowling alley, and gear up for an epic laser tag battle. There's something for everyone at Wild Bill's, where the fun never stops.
Even if it's been years since you graduated, your college team is your team for life. Well, you can have a Farm Bureau agent for life, and auto, and home, and business insurance. Imagine that. One insurance agent for everything. It's that simple. So get a Farm Bureau agent for life.
Visit Jay Engel in North Platte at www.fbfs.com.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Are foot and ankle problems slowing you down? At Great Plains Foot and Ankle, they specialize in treating turf toe, sprains, fractures, Achilles tendon injuries, and sports injuries to your foot or ankle. Their expert team provides personalized care and top-notch orthotics to get you back on your feet. Don't let pain hold you back. Visit Great Plains Foot and Ankle and step into comfort. Call them today at 308-532-3600 or visit gpfootandankle.com. Great Plains Foot and Ankle, your step towards better health.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, Video Live is streaming on NorthPlattePost.com. The 1-1 Alliance Bulldogs taking on the 0-2 North Platte High School Bulldogs. It's time for our national anthem, so we'll step aside, take a real quick break, and come back to more right here, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Are hungry and you don't want to cook. Time for Dave's.
You know how it goes. It's 6 p.m. already and nothing's planned for dinner. Let Dave's Place take care of it. With dine-in and carry-out, your family's meal is taken care of.
And Dave's Place has the big game on.
A family atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch all the matchups you want. With homemade pizza, wings of almost any flavor, and nightly drink specials, Dave's Place won't let you down for dinner.
Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street, North Platte, or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Sit back and watch me
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care. We're the area's premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrullClinic.com, that's KRULL Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
The Dogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KWOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy great food from Merrick's Ranch House. There's 10% off online ordering, and Merrick's offers a 10% veteran and military discount. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. It is time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District of North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. On the side of Alliance and the Bulldogs, starting at point guard, the 5'9" junior Espen Lanik gets the start alongside Peyton Boyer, the 6-foot-tall senior. Trevor Zern, the 5'9" junior. I don't think any relation to Avery Zern. Seth Mayring, the 6'3" senior, alongside Braden Clark, the 5'11" junior. As for North Platte High School and the Bulldogs today, the junior 6'2" Sam Euling gets the start alongside the 6'5" senior Easton Jones. How about 6-foot-tall senior Eli Broman, 6-foot-tall senior Alonzo Torres, and then the big man down in the middle, Carter Dishman, 6'6", over 300 pounds. Senior, he ain't going anywhere, he ain't moving. And, you know, give a big shout out to Carter Dishman. Of course, getting a lot of looks for his football on the offensive line. And, you know, you got to stay a little committed to that football regime, as Coach Jimmy Pack said.
Well, you know, last week he had an outstanding game against Norfolk. Norfolk's front line went 6'5", 6'5", 6'4".
Yep.
Carter starts out the game shooting 5 for 5. He was a bully in the lane.
That's I think what's going to be super exciting. Yes, Carter Dishman's not going to be able to really extend the floor out past the paint area, but he is just a big immovable object down low. I can only think of maybe in all of Class A, maybe like 2-3 big men that can maybe match his physicality. Maybe somebody.
Yeah, the kid from Kearney.
Yeah, Carter. Yeah. I think it's Carter.
Turner Bertrand.
Yeah, it's Turner. It's Turner. Yeah, not Carter Bertrand. It's Turner Bertrand. That's probably one of the only guys that I know off the top of my head that can like physically go blow for blow size-wise with Carter Dishman, as that's going to be one on the way of Alliance. And up the court they go to start it off with Peyton Boyer hitting it off for Alliance. Boyer now thought about driving into the lane. He'll pull up from the right elbow, and that's in from Peyton Boyer. This Alliance squad may be 1-1, but they are a very, very strong shooting and electric team. As Easton Jones now with the basketball on the left wing gets the screen. Now we'll hand it off to Eli Broman. Broman to Euling. Euling drives into the lane, cuts it back to Easton Jones. Jones with his 6'5" frame drives, now looks to fire, back to Broman. He'll step into a 3, Eli Broman. It's short, takes a hobble, bounces. Dishman tried to save it, and now that's rebounded on the side by one Boyer. And the other way comes Peyton Boyer on the offense. Uh-oh, great pass down low. The kick back out. Here comes the 3 from East Espen Lanik. And Lanik gets his first 3.
You got to get a hand up on him. He is a really good three-point shooter.
Yeah, Espen Lanik and this Alliance squad is a team that you can't be messing with. 35-0, as that's going to be a turnover on the offensive side for North Platte High School. Eli Broman coughs it up, and now here comes Alliance the other way. The inbounds from Peyton Boyer. He'll pass it in to Seth Mayring. 7:03 left to go here on our wicked fast scoreboard. 5-0 to lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs. Now along the left side goes Boyer. Peyton Boyer looking for some help. Still looking around, picks his dribble up, back to Lanik. Now Espen Lanik goes up and over. Carter Dishman, no good. Rebounded by the side of Alliance and Seth Mayring to a cutting in Braden Clark. And the bucket from Alliance. It's already
waved off.
Actually, wave it off. Thank heavens for a travel because he was wide open there. Braden Clark was. So here comes Easton Jones up the court for the Bulldogs. Need a quick bucket here after a hot start from Alliance to start this game. And that's going to be a travel for Easton Jones. Sam Euling was coming in to set a screen, but Jones picked his dribble up, and that's a travel and a turnover for the Bulldogs. Shades of the start against South Sioux City early on here. As Boyer now looks to drive in on Euling, going baseline. Oh, and that's stolen away by Easton Jones. Now a one-on-one fast break. Here comes Jones the other way into Alonzo Torres, and Torres lost the basketball. Last touched by Alonzo Torres, and that's another turnover for North Platte's offense. Already, I believe, third turnover for the Bulldogs offense early in here. 6:15 left to go on our wicked fast scoreboard. Peyton Boyer to the far side. Now we'll get a screen and looks to drive in on Sam Euling. Kicks it back over to Zern. Zern fires for three. Short. And good box out from Easton Jones, and that's a good strong rebound for Sam Euling. Jones up the court. Now we'll go to the near side and hand it off to Broman. Eli Broman. Now we'll look to pass it and cross-court it over to Alonzo Torres. Now to Euling. Euling down low to Easton Jones in the double team. Jones back to Torres. He'll pump and drive into the lane. Great hop step from Alonzo Torres. And then a great putback from Easton Jones following the miss from Alonzo Torres. And now it's 5-2 on the wicked fast scoreboard.
Yeah, great offensive rebound that time by Easton Jones. And
wide open down low there. Seth Mayring. It was a triple team by the North Platte defense, leaving Seth Mayring wide open in the paint. And it's now 7-2 early on.
A little slow on rotations
there. There's a block up front there by Clark, and now that's picked up by Lanik the other way for Boyer. Peyton Boyer slowing it down, though. The cut down and a floater from Mayring, no good. Tips forward, and that's picked up by the side of Boyer. Lanik pumps, drives at the baseline, kicks it. Peyton Boyer for three. He's hit one already. And you know what? How about Peyton Boyer's second bucket? He's got 5 points, and there's a quick timeout by head coach Jimmy Pack. It's 5-2 on our wicked fast scoreboard, or excuse me, 10-2 now, the lead. What a quick start for Alliance out the gate. Again, shades of that South Sioux City game for North Platte High School.
Value the basketball.
3 turnovers early on by my mark, and that's not how you can win ball games, specifically early on in the game.
And then you get a run out on the other end, and
just like, of course, if you were paying attention during the North Platte Community College game against Central Community College, they had a rocky start. A lot of mistakes early on, a lot of turnovers, and to be honest, just not respecting their opponent. And because of that, the Knights got down early. They were able to overcome that, but it's not a good look in the first half.
And they're going to do, Alliance will do a lot of high pick and roll. You got to talk on defense, whether you're going to switch, whether you're hedging. Got to fight to get over it, first of all.
And that's where the inexperience comes in. They're already on trying to have a conversation, as we already have a check-in for North Platte High School for the first time here today. Jake Kincaid checks in for North Platte.
All-district defensive end, Jake Kincaid.
Down low to Carter Dishman, wide open. He'll lay it up and in. There's the big man, Carter Dishman. Great pass from Jake Kincaid.
Yeah, makes his presence known with a beautiful pass.
Just reminds me so much of his brother when you look out there on the court for him, as they're into the lane goes Peyton Boyer. Lanik picks it up, and here comes Alliance once again. Now looking to drive into the lane. The kick back out. In comes Mayring. Mayring floats one up after a pump fake, no good. Easton Jones collects the rebound, and 10-4 on our wicked fast scoreboard. Jake Kincaid into the triple team, tries to get a shot up. No good. Ball's on the floor, and that's a travel by Alliance. And a turnover as Lanik having a conversation, as I believe now checking in for North Platte is Logan Hayes. Of course, Hayes playing a predominant part in the American Legion team this past season at third base. As Jones with the inbounds. We're going to get things set up. Throwing it all the way out to Eli Broman. Broman back on over to that one now Carter Dishman, but it was intended for Easton Jones. Jones gets it, resets the offense up. Broman moving things around. Kincaid now drives on in, steps at the free throw line, back to Dishman. Dishman down low to Jones. Jones stepping back, 19 on the shot clock. Back to Kincaid. Jake Kincaid into the lane, bowling his way. Easton Jones pumps, drives, hop steps. He'll float one up, and there's Easton Jones. That's a couple of two good possessions for North Platte High School offensively, even with a couple of miscommunications. Almost backdoor cut, stolen away. Great defense from Eli Broman, and now up comes Logan Hayes as we'll have another check-in. Young Smeltzer looking to check in for the first time today for North Platte High School. Jarrett Smeltzer as Eli Broman now to the right side, gets a screen. He'll slow it, pick his dribble up, and a foul called on Easton Jones, I would believe. That's who was the only player in the vicinity.
They
actually,
called it on Broman.
On Broman, I think a shove.
Must have extended his forearm.
Yep, and here comes Jarrett Smeltzer checking in for.
Go play the post.
I was about to say he checked out Carter Dishman. So Jarrett Smeltzer, who's probably the smallest on the North Platte team on the court right now for North Platte, checked out the biggest man. So
giving up about 150 pounds to Carter Dishman.
As Boyer kicks it to Lanik on the right wing. Lanik gets a screen, kicks it. Now to nobody, that's somehow saved by the Bulldogs of Alliance and picked back up by Espen Lanik. Lanik kicks it in the corner. There's Zern for three, no good. Picked up by Easton Jones, and now the other way comes Jones in this offense for North Platte High. Jake Kincaid now drives into the paint, picks his dribble up. Easton Jones fires for three, high in the air, no good. Rebounded on the side there of Braden Clark. Clark in his second rebound. Good tip by Broman, but Zern is able to recover it. Hop steps into the lane. Logan Hayes was in the vicinity, but with a good hop step, Trevor Zern gets his first 2 points in Alliance. Now extending the lead, 12-6, a 6-point lead. Jarrett Smeltzer kicks it to Eli Broman here on the right wing. Back on over to Logan Hayes. Kincaid was there trying to steal it, but Hayes is able to collect it. Now to Broman. Broman to Smeltzer. Smeltzer fires from just at the free throw line. No good, takes an ugly hop, and now up comes Peyton Boyer. Boyer now going to go coast to coast, drives into the paint, dishes it to Zern. Zern now back over to Mayring. Mayring now to Lanik. Lanik on the left wing, steps things back with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Mayring. Into a double team, but picks his dribble up. Back to Peyton Boyer. Boyer drives right past Logan Hayes, and up for the shot. They won't call a foul. Tipping it and rebounding it there is Seth Mayring. And now Boyer will fire for three, and he hits it. Another three for Peyton Boyer.
They changed it to a two.
Thank heavens his foot was on the line, and now here comes a quick tempo offense for North Platte. But
a lot of
just a lot of tough contact down there.
A lot of contact down there, no call.
Logan Hayes now gets it, tries to get it down low to Easton Jones. Jones saves it to Eli Broman. Good dish from Easton Jones. 16 on the shot clock for North Platte High School as they're trying to direct traffic. Logan Hayes drives into the lane, into a triple team. He lost control of the basketball. Rebounded by Peyton Boyer. Boyer on a 1-on-3. Smeltzer tries to save it. Great recovery defense, but there's Espen Lanik. He's got 5 points, and it's now 16-6, the largest lead for Alliance today. Not much young Jarrett Smeltzer could do in a 1-on-3 fast break.
3-on-1, yeah.
So Smeltzer will set the offense up. 1:03 left to go here in this first quarter. 16-6 on the wicked fast scoreboard. Over to Eli Broman in the corner for three. Airballed it, and it's going to be rebounded on the side by Trevor Zern. Zern now up the court, guarded by Easton Jones. Ball's on the floor. Jones trying to get to it, and down goes Zern, but the ball somehow stays in Alliance possession. Boyer drives, picks his dribble up, now tries to get it. Oh, ball's on the floor this time. Smeltzer picks it up. Here comes Jarrett Smeltzer, 2-on-2, but he'll slow things down for the offense. Now hesitate, drive into the lane, bounce pass it down to Easton Jones. Jones lost the basketball and somehow gets it to Logan Hayes. Hayes to Broman, he'll fire for three. Oh, there's Eli Broman for three. First three for Broman, 16-9 on the wicked fast scoreboard with 20.2 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. As Peyton Boyer now is going to set the offense up for Alliance to slow things down with no shot clock. 10 seconds left to go. Boyer guarded by Logan Hayes. Some good screens. He's trying to get it down low. Wide open, Espen Lanik for three. It rims in and out. Fought for and rebounded by Jake Kincaid, but that's how time is going to expire. In the first quarter comes to an end. North Platte High School trailing 19-6 on our wicked fast scoreboard. When we come back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Attention North Platte and surrounding communities. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment is here to serve you at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right next to Great Plains Urgent Care. Whether you need a wheelchair, mobility scooter, lift chair, or more, their expert team is ready to make your home safer and more comfortable. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510 and take the first step toward comfort and independence.
As your American Family Insurance agent in North Platte, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. Call me at 534-2400 or stop in at 501 South Dewey Street, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. It's 16-9 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. Timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. Check out his location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Beach. So those are other sponsors for today's game. Hands of Heartland. Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and are bringing those services to the North Platte area. As well as Smokin' Double D's at Butch's in Hershey, locally owned and operated where they smoke their own meats low and slow to bring you award-winning barbecue, not basketball. But Jeff Smeltzer, probably the worst way the Bulldogs could have started this ball game against Alliance.
I don't think they can play 2 quarters that bad.
No.
So, change. Carter Dishman came back in. Eli Broman is going to rest for the first time.
So Easton Jones on the far left side of the court will now look to set the offense up. Cross court to do 1, Jared Smeltzer. Smeltzer now down low to Carter Dishman. Dishman with his big frame going up with it, and there's Carter Dishman. I mean, there is just no answer for Carter Dishman from this Alliance squad, so it's a smart move to give it to the big immovable object down low and make him do some work. 16-11 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. Checking in now comes Devin Graham. A 3 on the way from Salcedo, and that's going to be rebounded by Jake Kincaid. And now the push-up tempo-wise for North Platte High School. Logan Hayes gets it down low once again to Carter Dishman. In a double team, the ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Dishman.
He's got to get it up quicker. Bounce pass is a little below the waist. He's got to get it up high before those hands come raking at it.
So now Espen Lanik will take it up the court for Alliance. 16-11 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard. Lanik into the lane, up for the layup. Good floater, no good. Strong rebound from Seth Mayring. Though Carter Dishman trying to get the block and fouls Seth Mayring. And with that, to the free throw line goes Alliance for the first time today. As Carter Dishman gets dinged for his first foul.
Yeah, you got to watch number 2, Espen.
Espen Lanik,
he's quick.
He is quick, as that's a big ol' air ball from Seth Mayring.
Because Lanik created that with the drive, and then somebody steps off to help, and then
easy offensive rebound. It takes a bad bounce away from a North Platte player, and
got to stop that dribble drive.
Next free throw though is nothing but net from Seth Mayring. He's got 4 points already in this game. It's 17-11.
Full court pressure by the Alliance Bulldogs.
As luckily the ball gets up to Logan Hayes. Jared Smeltzer now drives baseline. They tries to get it to Carter Dishman, and that's a jump ball that goes the way of Alliance. Smeltzer didn't see the defender just in front of Carter Dishman. Man, it's gonna be so weird saying Smeltzer with Smeltzer right next to me. That's gonna be quite something. As here comes Espen Lanik up the court. 17-11 on the Wicked Fast scoreboard in favor of Alliance and the Bulldogs as Devin Graham now in a double team. Crosses it back to Espen Lanik. Lanik tries to get it down low, stolen away by Jake Kincaid. And here come the North Platte Bulldogs on the left side of the three-point line. Kincaid now picks his dribble up to a cutting in Jared Smeltzer. It's once again stolen by Alliance. Not a good pass from young Jake
guys,
Kincaid.
just slow down and make the simple pass.
Lanik hesitates, passes it back to Mayring. Into the corner, Devin Graham goes. Passes it back to Lanik, top of the three-point line, around the perimeter. Now driving in, it goes Salcedo, and that's going to be a missed opportunity. And now here comes North Platte and Easton Jones. 6:10 left to go here in this first half. Carter Dishman in the far corner now passes to Kincaid. Kincaid drives into a double team, almost stolen away. He's pivoting around, looking for some help. He passes it now to Smeltzer. Smeltzer picks his dribble up. Now we'll dribble around, as he gets it down to Logan Hayes. Hayes shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by the side of Devin Graham. And with 5:48, it's a 17-11 lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs. Salcedo now thought about driving, and that's a travel from Lexington Salcedo. Is checking in now back Braden Clark as well as Peyton Bauer. Lanik as well as Trevor Zern check out. As checking in for North Platte High School, Sam Euling as well as Eli Broman. So on the court for North Platte High, Carter Dishman, Jarrett Smeltzer, Eli Broman, Sam Euling, Easton Jones. So a pretty deadly shooting squad out there right now.
Handle this pressure.
As Eli Broman going to hold the ball and
looks like it's full court man.
Pass it up to Jared Smeltzer. Not too much pressure on that full court, and now Smeltzer will set the offense up. Dribble to the logo. 23 on the shot clock and direct traffic. Smeltzer dribbles around. Now there's going to be an offensive charge or foul on, looks like Easton Jones. Offensive foul on Jones. That's his first, and a lot of confusion setting things up offensively for the Bulldogs yet again. A lot of pointing and a lot of standing still. And things that you can see, you know, from a young team, but a little concerning with how Alliance has just been ripping them apart on the offensive defensive side to start this game.
Well, get a stop here, North Platte.
Bauer now to Lanik on the left wing. Lanik back on over to Peyton Bauer. That's going to be stolen away by Jared Smeltzer. Can Smeltzer look to capitalize? No, he'll step out to the three-point line and slow things down. Back to Jones, left side of the wing. He'll penetrate into the lane. Kick it back out to Eli Broman. Broman thought about driving and finally does so into a double team. He'll fade one away. Airballed, rebounded by Easton Jones, and then picked off and stolen by Devin Graham on a bad pass from Jones. Now up the court goes Devin Graham. Jared Smeltzer there trying to get a steal. No good. Lanik now drives past Sam Euling, and that's going to be an offensive charge.
Big fella.
The big man, Carter Dishman.
Nice job,
takes
Dish.
the charge against Espen Lanik. Lanik's first foul today, and that's a turnover for Alliance on the offensive side.
Nice job, Dish.
Trevor Zern checks in for Lanik. 17-11 on the wicked fast scoreboard with 4:44 left to go as Devin Graham subbing out. Alonzo Torres will check in for Easton Jones, and now this is really where the questions can begin. How can North Platte find offense without Easton Jones, who is, you know, by metrics, the best player on the Bulldogs roster? As Jared Smeltzer here on the right wing, passes it to Sam Euling. Top of the three-point line. Euling goes in. Picks his dribble up. Alonzo Torres back to Euling.
Good ball movement.
Euling to Broman. Now to Smeltzer. He'll pull up for three. Jared Smeltzer, no good. Tipped and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by one Peyton Boyer. And it's out of bounds. Now an inbound for North Platte High School offensively as Sam Euling will be setting up the inbounds play on the baseline. Gets it into Smeltzer. Smeltzer from round 12, 20 out, no good, and it's another rebound for Peyton Boyer. And now the pass up to Espen Lanik. Lanik one-on-one, full to one over Eli Broman, and Espen Lanik now has 7 points. 19-11 on the wicked fast scoreboard. Pretty big full court press now for Alliances. Alonzo Torres will cross the half-court line to the right side of the three-point line. Gets it down low to Carter Dishman. Dishman trying to back down, spin around. He's in a double team. Kicks it to Torres. Torres saves it to Smeltzer. And now here comes the offense at the left elbow. Carter Dishman in a double team.
Oh, look.
To Sam Euling.
Okay.
Euling down low to Smeltzer. Smeltzer has some space. He goes strong, but it's blocked by Peyton Boyer. And now up the court, Boyer goes. Boyer, guarded by Euling, cuts it down low to Mayring. Mayring with an easy layup, and a timeout's going to be called. Actually, correction, we'll have Mayring just got blood on. He has got blood on his elbows. We'll have a quick stoppage. Dishman will get looked at. 21-11, the largest lead for Alliance. You can clearly see they're playing on a different tempo right now to North Platte's offense. And I think really it's not because I don't think North Platte's got the ability. It's just they seem so disjointed in their offensive sets. That's what's causing so much time to be wasted and so much pressure to be relieved. As checking in comes Evan McCuskey for the first time today. As here comes the inbounds now from Jared Smeltzer. 21-11 on our wicked fast scoreboard. 3:34 left to go in the first half. Smeltzer gets it into Broman. Broman passes up to Alonzo Torres. Now to Smeltzer. Smeltzer crosses over Mayring. He now stops, pivots around, down low to McCuskey, and that's going to be stripped away. Last touch, though, by Lexton Salcedo. Again, as you said, that's a good offensive possession for North Platte. See if they can continue to do it again. When they don't think what they need to do, and they just kind of play in rhythm, it looks much better for North Platte. Smeltzer now at the right wing to McCuskey. He thought about and will drive. Picks his dribble up into a double team, and Evan McCuskey turns it over on a travel as Lexton Salcedo was right there. It's 21-11, 3:17 left to go here in the second quarter.
Dogs going to go back to man. No, they're going to, going to go back to man.
Go back to man, where they normally have been the last couple seasons.
Lanik is good all around.
As there's an offensive foul called on the side of Alliance. That one's going to go against Braden Clark.
Here comes the press again.
And now here comes that press. Bulldogs did a good job of
Yeah, they have.
Getting through the full court press. It's their half-court offense that has been more of a problem as McCuskey now throws it up to Sam Euling. Euling's going to get across that half-court line, get it to Jarrett Smeltzer, and Smeltzer will space things back out and re-allow the offense to find its motion. Smeltzer, top of the three-point line. It's kicked off the shin there of Peyton Boyer, and now here comes Eli Broman on the near sideline to inbound it for North Platte. 11-point lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs. With 2:53 left to go to McCuskey in the corner. Evan McCuskey now will dribble around and pass it back to Eli Broman. Broman cross-courts it to Smeltzer. Smeltzer now to Alonzo Torres in the left wing. Torres passes it to Eli Broman. Now back on over to Sam Euling. Euling at the left elbow, penetrates into the lane. Now to a cutting Jared Smeltzer. He'll float one up. Oh, just off the mark. But it will go out of bounds. Last touched by Alliance. Smeltzer, young Smeltzer over there, getting some good looks.
There goes that 75% shooting.
Yeah, I was about to.
He's 0 for 5.
Off to a rough start, but also.
That was a good look.
It's a tough matchup, though, for the young Smeltzer, as that's a bad inbound from North Platte. McCuskey was not ready for it. That's a turnover, and here comes Lanik and the Bulldogs. Great hesitation from Espen Lanik. He'll blow the layup. Mayring with the rebound, and there's another bucket. This one from Seth Mayring. He's got 6 points, and it's now 23-11. Torres to Smeltzer. Jared Smeltzer now up the court, into the paint. Kicks it out to Sam Euling. Euling now will lose the basketball, and up the court and turning it over. Peyton Boyer will go with it for Alliance. Boyer on the baseline with a little bit of a hesitation move. Back to Mayring. Lanik is wide open for three. He short-changes it, but it's a rebound by Alliance. And now driving baseline goes Boyer again. Great defense from Sam Euling. Mayring to Lanik. 28 on the shot clock, and Alliance will reset the offense up. Into the lane goes Espen Lanik, and a travel. A jump ball will be called, and it will go to North Platte. Checking in, Jake Kincaid will go. Out goes Alonzo Torres. Easton Jones again still on the bench for North Platte High. As here comes the inbounds from Jared Smeltzer. Over to Sam Euling. Now up to McCuskey. McCuskey to Smeltzer. Now the top of the three-point line. Wide open, Jake Kincaid. He'll look to drive into the lane with some good patience. He lost the basketball. And now here comes the other way with it, Braden Clark. Clark will space it back out. Cross it over to Lanik. Lanik now will drive in on Euling. Down low it goes to Mayring. His shot is up. Short. Great defense from Jake Kincaid. Mayring gets the rebound again, and he gets his second time as a charge. 8 points, another rebound, and just like that, Alliance now up 25-11. McCuskey to Smeltzer into the corner. Kincaid. He won't shoot it, but he'll drive baseline, and Kincaid won't get the shot to fall, but at least he'll go to the free throw line as we'll have another substitution here for North Platte High School. Caleb Odell will check in, and this is probably a good sign for North Platte's offense. Is going to need some type of a threat scoring rise, and we all know Caleb Odell can really fire from the three-point line without any hesitation. As Jake Kincaid's first free throw is going to be very short. He's 0 for 1. So Easton Jones checks in for North Platte High, and then, of course, Caleb Odell comes as well. Checking in now comes Trevor Zern for Alliance. Again, no association to Avery Zern. 25-11 with 1:08 left to go here in our first half. As Kincaid, though, nails the second. So the scoring streak, or the scoring drought, kind of ends. It's 25-12, an 11-point lead. 11-point lead for the side of Alliance. Boyer with some good hesitation. He'll pass it down low to Mayring, and that shot no good. Great rebound from Easton Jones, and now he'll look to push the offense and tempo for North Platte High School. Jones now on the left wing, picks his dribble up to Smeltzer. Jared Smeltzer hands it off to Odell. Odell around the perimeter, now to Broman. Broman, top of the three-point line, will call for the offense to reset. To Easton Jones on the left wing. 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. Smeltzer gets the handoff. And a screen from Jones. Smeltzer into the lane. Back to Broman. 10 seconds left to go. Caleb Odell is wide open for three. Caleb Odell just barely misses it. Another rebound this time for Mayring. And with 19 seconds, the shot clock is turned off. And this will probably be the last possession of the half, barring any stolen ball. Boyer now drives past Jared Smeltzer. Good behind the back move. Mayring somehow is able to pick it up. And now Zern. He'll fire from the right elbow and hits it. Trevor Zern with a good bucket, 27-12. Up comes Easton Jones for the half-court heave. He's short. But we're going into halftime. North Platte High School trailing Alliance 27-12. And we talked about how When the South Sioux City game went, very, very tough first stint offensively. And for this time, it just feels a little different. It's not that the shots aren't falling. North Platte seems so lost at the point of attack in the half-court offense compared to what Alliance is doing, where they're playing without any worry or concern in the world.
Yeah. I spoke too soon when I said they couldn't play a half or a quarter.
Any worse.
Where they score 3 points in that quarter.
Darn it, Jeff Smeltzer.
Yeah. They have not shot the ball well. I'm going to add this up. It's been a rough first half.
It's not been looking good, Jeff Smeltzer. But I think it's not that I don't think that they are shooting the ball pretty poorly, but I think it all just boils down to they just can't seem to really find any flow offensively. Guys are standing still. Guys just feel like they don't even know the play that's being called, and because of that, they're kind of just wandering around aimlessly, and then with that, a couple seconds go off the shot clock, or the point guard's holding the ball too long, and then, there goes that possession right then and there.
And all it takes is hesitation from one guy in a motion offense to just throw everything off a tick. And been a lot of that. Good runouts by Alliance. And dribble drives. If you can stop, they're penetrating. Somebody has to help, and they're really good at finding the open teammate.
It also doesn't help when you're just getting out rebounded on the offensive glass, and with how when Easton Jones and Carter Dishman are out, man, Alliance is just eating North Platte alive on the glass.
5 and 19 shooting that first half.
Yeah, that's tough. That's very, very tough, as our co-worker Ken Rath down below calling the Alliance game. But 27-12 on our wicked fast scoreboard. We'll step aside and take a break. We come back, more of our quick stop halftime show here. 27 locations open 24 hours a day.
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care, where there is premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrullClinic.com, that's KRULL Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Cracked windshield, foggy windows, need custom glass work? Look no further than Larry's Glass in North Platte. For over 40 years, Larry's has been your go-to spot for all things glass. From auto to residential to commercial. If it's glass, Larry's Glass has it covered. Fast, reliable, and done right the first time. Trust the experts at Larry's Glass to keep you safe and looking sharp. Call Larry's Glass today, 308-532-7675, or stop by 211 West 5th. Larry's Glass, where quality is clear as glass.
Can you feel it? The feeling of starting something new. The feeling of success. At Mid-Plains Community College, our instructors are ready and willing to support you on every step of your educational journey. Whether you're just starting out or changing careers, MPCC can help you transform your future. Learn more by visiting our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu.
It's the most magical time of the year, and Cody Park is inviting you to bring the family out to experience the joy of Christmas. Cody Park has all the displays you've grown up with, along with some new ones. Enjoy pictures with Santa, tractor and hayrack rides, and horse and wagon rides every weekend from 6 to 9 p.m., and Sundays with ice cream Sundays. The Kids Christmas Parade, December 14th at 4 o'clock. Cody Park Christmas, open daily from 5 to 10 p.m. through Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas from the city of North Platte.
Get ready for the ultimate fun day out. Start at Pregame's Tap Room with a brand new menu you won't want to miss. Catch all of the action on game day with your favorite teams on our big screens. Pair the excitement with amazing drinks, and you've got the ultimate game day experience at Pregame's Tap Room. And when you're ready for more fun, head over to Wild Bill's Fun Center. Dive into our action-packed arcade, knock down pins in our bowling alley, and gear up for an epic laser tag battle. There's something for everyone at Wild Bill's, where the fun never stops.
Even if it's been years since you graduated, your college team is your team for life. Well, you can have a Farm Bureau agent for life, and auto, and home, and business insurance. Imagine that. One insurance agent for everything. It's that simple. So get a Farm Bureau agent for life.
Visit Jay Engel in North Platte at www.fbfs.com.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Foot and ankle pain holding you back? Great Plains Foot and Ankle is here to help. Whether you're dealing with turf toe, sprains, fractures, Achilles tendon issues, sports injuries to your foot or ankle, or need custom orthotics, their expert team provides the personalized care you need to get back on your feet. Don't let discomfort slow you down. Take the first step towards relief today. Call 308-532-3600 or visit gpfootandankle.com. Great Plains Foot and Ankle, because every step matters.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
The Dogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy great food from Merrick's Ranch House. There's 10% off online ordering, and Merrick's offers a 10% veteran and military discount. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to One Dog House, FM 98.1, AM 1410. Jeff Smelzer, 27-12 as my co-compatriot. Probably the worst first half of the season statistically for North Platte High School. So let's jump into into some stats. But if you want to add something, go right ahead, Mr. Smeltzer.
You think? I think he'd be pleased only giving up 27 points in the first half. Defensively, I think that's not too bad of a performance.
With how bad it looked, you would think this would almost be a blowout, you know. We've seen those games before where it has been ugly, and it, like, of course, Lincoln Pius has always come to my mind. You know, those games have always been ugly, and that's by almost 30 points by the end of the first half.
But to score 12 and a half, that's not going to cut it. That's got to improve, and I think it will. They're too good of shooters to have another half like that.
And they went 5 of 19 from the field is what you said in the first half?
5 of 19, from the field. 1 of 6 from the three-point line.
Yeah.
Leading the scoring for the Bulldogs. It's pretty easy. It's not going to take me very long. Easton Jones with 4, Carter Dishman with 4, Eli Broman with 3, and Jake Kincaid went 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, on the side of Alliance Bulldogs, get our game stats brought to you in part by State Farm agent Bobby Campbell. 7 points for Espen Lanik. I got 8 points for Peyton Boyer, and then that's 6 points for Peyton Boyer, 8 for Seth Mayring. I mean, yeah.
If you hold Lanik to 7, that's
pretty
good defense.
But the problem is not, to be honest, Espen Lanik I don't think is the issue this game. The paint presence Seth Mayring has been imposing down low. When Carter Dishman and Easton Jones aren't in, because the Bulldogs are getting out-rebounded in every metric when those two are off the floor. And, you know, it's not that North Platte's not athletic enough. They're just not boxing out good enough, and they're putting themselves in bad positions to where they can get out-rebound. And because of that, too many easy second-chance opportunities.
And they're getting out of sorts with a dribble drive. They're getting beat off the dribble. Somebody helps. Shot goes up. It's missed, and now it's a scramble because
nobody's near, or the ball took a.
There's a free rebounder because somebody had stepped off to help.
Yeah, and so for North Platte, and again, these are things that, again, are symptoms of a young team that are still trying to figure things out. And really, when is the right time to overextend for a rebound? When's the wrong time to overextend? So they're still trying to figure it out. I don't blame them, but it was not a pretty first half. But again, you know, South Sioux City wasn't a pretty first half. And you know what happened, Jeff Smeltzer? They came back in that game, and they almost won it. So we know it's in the Bulldogs. We know it's in there. We know head coach Pack's having a long discussion to get them refocused in because, again, this just does not look like the same Bulldog team we saw last Friday and Saturday.
No, it definitely doesn't look like the team that played Norfolk.
No, it looks like this is the first game. This is like the Bulldog girls team in the Jamboree game where it looked sloppy. It looked all out of sorts. But, again, second half, anything can happen. North Platte has the ability to get back in this game with a couple of quick shots. We saw how quickly they were able to turn around that 11-point lead in the first half. Can they do it again in the second half, this time trailing a little bit more, 27-12 when we come back here. Second half action, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
You're hungry and you don't want to cook time for Dave's.
You know how it goes. It's 6 p.m. already and nothing's planned for dinner. Let Dave's Place take care of it. With dine-in and carry-out, your family's meal is taken care of.
And Dave's Place has the big game on.
A family atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch all the matchups you want. With homemade pizza, wings of almost any flavor, and nightly drink specials, Dave's Place won't let you down for dinner.
Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street, North Platte, or online at davesplacemp.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Well, back here, it is second half action. FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Of course, you can find us there. Of course, timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Another three for Peyton Boyer. Jeff Smeltzer, he is on a roll today. He's got 9 points so far. Easton Jones cuts into the lane and answers back immediately with a bucket. Good aggressiveness from Jones. It's a now 16-point lead for Alliance. Lanik drives, kicks back out to Boyer. He'll pump and then reset the offense at the logo. Clark, Braden Clark with it. Great defense from Eli Broman. Back to Boyer. He now thought about driving, spins, and penetrates into the lane. And that bounces off of Easton Jones, picked back up by the Bulldogs after some sloppy passes from Alliance. And here comes Jones the other way. Jones now on the left wing. Spins around, picks his dribble up back to Eli Broman, and the Bulldogs will reset offense here. Euling guarded by Lanik. Dribbling around, passes to Carter Dishman. Dishman, top of the three-point line. Back to Jones. Jones now with it, holding the ball high to Alonzo Torres, who's guarded by Peyton Boyer. As Jones calling for some movement. Easton Jones now is trying to 7 on the shot clock as Jones with 5 seconds now needs to do something. Into the lane, Easton Jones goes. He'll float one up, short, tipped, and rebounded on the side by Alliance. Almost stolen right back by Easton Jones. A lot of confusion once again on that offensive possession of what play to run. And there's going to be a push that'll looks to be going against North Platte High School as Easton Jones communicating around to talk about that confusion as the first team foul there for Sam Euling. 30-14 on the wicked fast scoreboard here in this third quarter. 6:22 left to go. Now Peyton Boyer passes it to the right side here. Zern back to Boyer. Boyer into the lane at the free throw line. Tries to go up and over Carter Dishman. Back to Lanik for three. Another one is hit. Espen Lanik, he's got 10 points here in this game.
Yeah, I don't know if they can stay in that zone much longer.
No, I think Coach might have to get out. But again, the problem is with Carter Dishman in there, it's tough to pull him out from the paint. As Alonzo Torres now drives to the right side. He passes back to Sam Euling. Euling now gets it stolen away by Espen Lanik. A 2-on-1 fast break. Lanik almost blocked by Easton Jones. Easy put back by Zern, who blows the layup. Zern tries to pass it out to Lanik. Lanik short on the shot. Another rebound by Espen Lanik. And now here comes Braden Clark to Lanik to the far side. Boyer. Boyer now it's on the floor. Ball is, and it's going to be fought for and picked up by Alonzo Torres. And here come the Bulldogs the other way. Can they get the offense set up in the half court this time around? Trailing 33-14. Easton Jones on the left wing, calling for some motion. Jones around the perimeter, spinning, and now into the paint he goes. He floats one up, no good, looking for the foul. It's on the floor, he fights for it, gets it almost to Alonzo Torres, and now here comes Espen Lanik. 3-on-2 fast break for Alliance. Back to Lanik, he is wide open for three. He misses that one, thankfully, but again another rebound goes the way of Alliance and Peyton Boyer. Driving baseline, Mayring, an offensive charge called.
Good.
On Mayring, and now here comes some more substitutions immediately. Jarrett Smeltzer as well as Jake Kincaid.
Number 13, Seth Mayring.
It's the first for Mayring, and now in comes Smeltzer and Jake Kincaid. Out goes Euling, as well as, I believe, trying to find the other person who subbed out for North Platte. It will be Alonzo Torres. So some new faces for the Bulldogs in here with 4:51 left to go in the third quarter. Jeff Smeltzer, what needs to be done in these next couple of minutes to really stop the bleeding right now?
Yeah, get a bucket and get a stop. It's just simple basketball. I am impressed. That's 2 charges taken by the North Platte Bulldogs.
As easy bucket for
There we
Easton
go.
Jones, and the foul. Cleared him out. He was in the paint. Back down his defender, spun and draws the foul. And he gets the bucket.
North Platte Bulldogs definitely have a height advantage. They need to take advantage of that.
Of
height
course. And but the thing is also, Alliance has done a great job in their double teams. You know, Carter
Yeah.
Dishman had a good start as they're going to have a player come off, I believe, for blood related again. As checking in now comes Tony Escamilla will check in. As he'll check in, as we'll get a retape of the knee for Seth Mayring. But give props to Alliance as well. They've done a great job of double teaming down low when Dishman does get the basketball, or even Easton Jones, as he will make his lone free throw, and the and one's completed. It's 33-17.
All right, get a stop here.
1 foot in front of the other is what we need right now. 1 step forward, not
back
2
to
steps
man.
back.
They got out of the zone,
which is good. As now, around the perimeter goes Peyton Boyer. Boyer at the free throw line. Pumps, now passes it back to Clark. Braden Clark pivots around, now drives on Kincaid, spinning into the lane. He's holding the basketball. Now on over to Zern. Zern back to Clark. 10 on the shot clock. Almost stolen away by Jarrett Smeltzer. Boyer fires from the free throw line, and he hits another one. Man, how about Peyton Boyer? 11 points for Boyer, and a turnover on the Bulldogs offense. Another bad inbounds as Seth Mayring checks in for Clark. And now Alliance takes over again. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Again, 1 step forward, Jeff Smeltzer, 2 right back the opposite direction.
Yep.
Boyer along the three-point line now with it. Directing the flow of traffic. Again, still in that man defense. Boyer into the lane. His layup is good, man. That is.
They got to hedge that. He's getting around that screen with no help.
And it's just easy for Peyton Boyer, as he's done that, I don't even know, a handful of times at this point. All of it's been successful. 37-17, a 20-point lead for the North Platte Bulldogs, actually trailing. Correction here, Alliance with a 37-17 lead. Double team, Easton Jones, no good. Carter Dishman gets the bucket, and he gets the point. There's a good rebound by Carter Dishman. As now he'll run the opposite way, and Gamila will try to shoot, but no good, and he'll pass it back around the perimeter. Boyer, deep threes, a heat check moment. Boy, Peyton Boyer is just on a whole nother level right now.
Yeah.
15 points for Boyer. And I don't even know.
They got to be shooting over 50% from the three-point line.
They are having a night beyond the arc, and it's now 21 points the lead for Alliance with 3:04 left to go. Jake Kincaid, top of the three-point line to Easton Jones. Jones now drives on in, spinning into the lane, floats one up. It's in from Easton Jones. You know, I hate to be that guy, and we talked about a lot last season that every team that came into the doghouse just decided to have their best shooting night, as Boyer draws a foul as he hesitates and stops in the paint. Had 2 North Platte defenders jumping, and they draw the foul, I believe, against Easton Jones. You know, but it is quite tiring to always sit here and talk about how every team that comes into the doghouse just seems to have their best performance of the season from beyond the arc. Happens like almost every time. Great defense from Eli Broman. It'll still stay with Alliance, but Broman with a nice jump in front of the basketball to stop it from getting to Espanlandic. Peyton Boyer now up here. He's got 15 points for Alliance. The Bulldogs holding on the basketball and get it at the logo to Zern. Now back to Boyer. 31 on the shot clock.
Hedge.
Now there is a good defense from Kincaid. It will bounce off his foot, but that is exactly what the Bulldogs needed, because Peyton Boyer has just been using that screen so effectively as Evan McCuskey checks in. As Carter Dishman gets a well-deserved break.
Yeah, good minutes for Carter.
Held his own against the man on the man defense, and that's huge. As a throw all the way out is picked up by the side of Mayring. He looks and passes it to Lanik. Lanik loses the basketball.
Oh, I thought it was off his leg.
It's off his knee, but they'll say it stays with Alliance. 2:33 left to go here in this third quarter, 40-21. Mayring now with it. Drives on the side of Jake Kincaid, almost stolen by the Bulldogs. Now into a double team, and Mayring gets the bucket and the foul. Unlucky there for Jake Kincaid. Had pretty perfect defense, but just a better shot by Trevor Zern. As Zern collects his 4th point. And now goes to the free throw
Near
line.
steal, ball rolls to a guy who makes a difficult shot. It's just one of those nights.
I was going to say, the basketball gods are against North Platte today, and look at that, another rebound
They don't block out.
for Mayring, and now here comes Alliance once again to reset the offense. Boyer, into the lane he goes, steps back, and will reestablish the offense. 26 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Got on our wicked fast scoreboard, 42-21. Great defense from Easton Jones. Uh-oh, wide open 3, and it's hit again. This time by Tony Escamilla. He's got 3 points, hit his 3, and now it's 45-21 and a timeout called by head coach Jimmy Pack. I don't blame him, though, because it's just getting all out of control. The basketball gods, in terms of just not, the ball's not landing the Bulldogs' way on many of things, but also they just can't seem to get out of their own way in general.
Looked at Max Preps for Alliance's stats, and I don't think anybody shot over 40% from the three-point line.
No.
But as a team, they've got to be well over 50%.
Again, I hate to be that guy, but it's just like it's a doghouse curse. No matter what boys teams seem to come into the doghouse, they just seem to have their best shooting performance of the year. Happened against Kearney. McCook and Scottsbluff were the real ones because they were horrible last season and then decided to shoot over 40% in one game.
Yeah, Scottsbluff, I thought we did a real good job against Nate Kelly last year, but it was the other guys who were.
The other guys that weren't even participating or even contributing as much as they normally did. So it's so tough because, of course, they need to play the zone when Carter Dishman's in just because he can't get to the perimeter. I thought he did a better job in this man rotation than he did. But his hand, Coach Pack's hands are tied right now because it just feels like the flow of the offense is not there. And that's what's inhibiting this team from actually getting anything going because they're a motion team. This team relies and dies on the motion. If the ball dies at the half court like it normally does in this game so far, then the Dogs are in trouble on how they can come back in this game. 2 minutes, though, left to go. Our quick stop, on our wicked fast scoreboard is there's Easton Jones at the right elbow. He drives in. He'll blow through a man. He misses the shot, and he'll go to the free throw line following the foul. And the block, I believe, on Trevor Zern is now here comes Logan Hayes to check in. Again, it's tough to, the easiest thing is just get a stop, get a bucket. But, on a deeper level, what does the Bulldogs need to do in this game to really start making some headway back into this ball game as Easton Jones misses the free throw?
Well, I like what they're doing right here. Clear out and let Easton Jones get to the hoop. That's your best opportunity of scoring defensively. Stop the dribble drive and
pray.
Pray that they miss a three.
Pray that they miss the threes as Jones will at least make his second free throw. It's now 45-22 on the wicked fast scoreboard. Is now up the court here for East Espen Atlantic goes. Atlantic making an addition to Boyer. Guarded by Jarrett Smeltzer. Smeltzer with some good defense. They pass it to Trevor Zern. Zern cross-courts it back down to Mayring. Mayring guarded by Easton Jones. Goes baseline, and then he steps out of bounds. Good defense by Easton Jones. The man defense really now starting to take to good effect in this game. Well, with Alliance and how well they're shooting, the zone defense just really wasn't going to work with how well they were being able to distribute the basketball. But so far, the man
a whole lot of finger point. All four guys are pointing. Somebody needs to know what they're doing. Now clear out, let Easton go to work.
Easton gets a screen from Jake Kincaid. He looks to drive in on Mayring. Jones on the baseline. Now cross it on over to Broman, but it's tipped out of bounds. You know what? The Bulldogs are in some trouble when it's basically just 5 out and clear out the paint for Jones to do work as he'll have an inbounds underneath the basket. Jones now throws it all the way out to Logan Hayes. Tipped up into the air. Picked back up by Hayes. And the Bulldogs down low to Jared Smeltzer. He crosses it over to Broman. He'll fire a three. Broman, he hits it. Second three today for Eli Broman. And now the lead's back down to 20, 45-25 with 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. As Zern on the left side of the wing will pick his dribble up and pass it back to Mayring. And now here comes Escamilla. He drives on Hayes. They try to kick it down low. Mayring looking. He'll fight on one. No good. And that's a rebound for Jake Kincaid. So there's another stop, Jeff Smeltzer, for this Bulldogs defense.
Well, let's get a score.
Jared Smeltzer now looks to drive in. Will kick it out to Logan Hayes, but he'll lose the basketball for a second before picking it up. Needs help. Gets it to Broman. 30 seconds left to go. About a 10-second shot clock, game clock difference. They get it to Jones. He drives on Mayring. No good. And then no rebound. That's picked up this time by Alliance. And a timeout called by Alliance and head coach Jordan Mills. So with 20 seconds, the Alliance Bulldogs will set up a inbounds play to probably score before the end of this quarter.
Yeah.
But, okay, they've at least shown some signs of life here when they've now moved to a man defense. They've gotten a couple more stops. They've gotten some good buckets to come down. I do think the lead might be a little insurmountable, but now it's just, can they find rhythm? Can they find momentum?
Dig into that lead, you know.
Who knows, of course. Basketball is a game of runs, so there's a chance they could chip away at it.
Yeah.
But I think they just need to continue with one foot in front of the other before they can start to run.
You know, and I like what they're doing, isolating Easton Jones. Simple, but yet you're eliminating the chance for a bad pass or a turnover. Just get it to him, clear out. What I don't like is they're not offensive rebounding. You know what he's going to do. He's going to try and score.
You should be crashing the glass.
Yeah.
At this point, the way that you're going to want to get back into this game isn't putting spacing it, putting Easton into the drive, and then spacing 4 out to defend on the way back. Because you're not getting killed in transition. You're just getting killed in the half court. So if you can get an offensive rebound, then that kills the need for sending the 4 back and praying.
Okay, stop the dribble drive here.
Peyton Boyer will be subbing it in. 20 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Boyer gets it into Mayring. Back to Boyer. He's on the far left side of the court, guarded by Jarrett Smeltzer. Boyer, we lost the basketball for a second, so good awareness by the Bulldogs defense.
Now they switched.
Back over to Mayring. Mayring on little Jarrett Smeltzer now to Espin for 3. Espin landing no good. Jake Kincaid gets it with 5 seconds. Kincaid gets it to Broman with 2 seconds. Broman gonna half court heave it. No good. So the Bulldogs, again, though, wow, a little bit of a stuttering there towards the end of the third quarter, at least put up a good defense in the last 20.
They did. They got a stop. That was good defense. I like Jarrett fought over a screen, and then they switched on the next one.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's what they needed.
So communication.
Yeah. So we'll step aside and we'll take a break. We can come back here. Fourth quarter, FM 98.1, AM 1410 live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
In a lawsuit, a little extra liability protection can go a long way. I'm Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. A personal umbrella policy from American Family Insurance offers $1 million or more of coverage over and above the limits of your auto and home policy. And it's affordable. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 501 South Dewey Street or call 534-2400 today.
American Family Insurance.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse, FM 98.1, AM 1410, as Jarrett Smeltzer will fire for 3. It rims in and out. Great rebound by Logan Hayes. He'll go up again. And Logan Hayes out of the start of the fourth quarter gets a bucket off of a great rebound. It's 45-27 as Tony Escamilla gets his first foul. Our timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group, helping Nebraska families, farmers, and businesses for more than 50 years. As well as Rooster Roloff's got a mess that's out of control. Say goodbye to clutter and hello to convenience with Rooster Roloff's. It's 45-28.
Good way to start.
Braden Clark checking in. Yes, Jeff Smeltzer, I totally agree. It's exactly what they needed. Strong drive to the basket, great offensive rebound, and guess what? Good things came the way. A steal away. Here comes Easton Jones up the court to Jarrett Smeltzer, and Jarrett Smeltzer gets his first points today. That's a good little turn of events. 5-point swing to start this fourth quarter, Mr. Jeff Smeltzer. The Bulldogs starting off hot.
I like the effort, not giving up.
But a
on the
foul
floor.
is
That's all
called.
right.
Thank heaven. So
yeah, on the floor.
45-30, a 15-point lead as Sam Euling will check back in, as well as Braden Clark. So Jarrett Smeltzer gets his second foul call against him, and here comes Peyton Boyer on the inbounds with Sam Euling checking in. Boyer with the inbounds, directing traffic, throwing it all the way back to Mayring at the free throw line. Smeltzer once again almost got the steal, but Boyer trying to drive in on Jarrett Smeltzer. He'll step back, but won't fire for 3. Mayring now in the corner will drive around the perimeter. Now driving on Easton Jones. He'll pick his dribble up. Back it goes on over to Zern. Zern now floats one. It is somehow going to find its way in. Trevor Zern gets his first 2 here of this fourth quarter. And now that's his 6th point. Jared Smeltzer cross-courts it on over to a corner. Great up and pass to Hayes, but he won't fire for 3. And North Platte will reset the offense. Eli Broman steps back for 3 in the corner again. That is 3 threes for Eli Broman today. 9 points and a timeout going to be called by Alliance. There you go, Jeff Smeltzer coming out of the fourth quarter. Yep. Bulldogs.
Starts with defense.
7-2 run out of the quarter break.
Nice step back, Eli Broman. That was an excellent 3.
And I think, again, we talked about Josie Douglas and how her shooting has evolved. Eli Broman the same way. Last year, he was really, really afraid to shoot those threes when he got the opportunity to.
It was always there.
It was.
He's a good shooter. I just think last year was such a senior-heavy team that wasn't his role. And he played the role of a defender and just kind of the workhorse.
And so far, if I remember correctly, he might be 3 for 3 in today's game from beyond the arc.
3 for 5.
Oh, he missed 2. But still, you're telling
60%.
So my good heavens,
live with
60%. I'll have to take that. But 47-33, 6:34 left to go. The Bulldogs of North Platte High School slowly chipping away against Alliance as Peyton Boyer can't get the inbounds in, and that is a turnover for North
defense.
Platte. Before Alliance,
Okay, here comes the press.
Bulldogs look like a completely different team coming out of this third quarter break as Jared Smeltzer now going to throw it all the way up to Easton Jones, then to Eli Broman, so they'll keep it alive. Hayes in the corner to Broman. Now Jared Smeltzer just outside the logo. Still a lot of standing around it, trying to figure things out offensively. Smeltzer, 20 on the shot clock to Easton Jones. Jones at the right elbow fires, and he gets it in. Wow, it was not a good possession. Easton Jones does get the bucket. And now here comes North Platte, trailing by 17. Lanik in some trouble in the double team. Somehow gets it to Peyton Boyer. Boyer almost lost the basketball, but he's able to regain it and step back. Smeltzer gets around the screen, and some more great defense from Jared Smeltzer. But from the left elbow, Peyton Boyer yet again.
That's big time. That was a tough shot.
17 points for Peyton Boyer. I mean, he is just hot money right now for Alliance. 49-35 on the wicked fast scoreboard with 5:39 left to go. Great pass down low to Logan Hayes. The kick out to Jared Smeltzer. Now to Ewing, and Easton Jones will fire for 3. Easton Jones heating up. It is now an 11-point lead for Alliance here with 5:25 left to go. The Bulldogs are in control now as they are clawing their way back into this game. And an offensive foul! No way!
She has called 2 offensive fouls today.
But this time calls the block on Jared Smeltzer. 3rd foul for Smeltzer, but an 11-point lead now for Alliance, 49-38. As here comes the inbound from Seth Mayring. Mayring gets it into Boyer. Smeltzer doing a great job of guarding Peyton Boyer. Boyer into the lane, down low to Mayring. Mayring pumps, and the shot's up no good, but a foul on the floor. They'll say it goes for 2.
Okay.
But still, he'll have to fight for it at the free throw line instead of get an easy 2 points as Jake Kincaid now will look to check in. Probably for Sam Ewing, I might think. 5:10 left to go. That's the 3rd foul for Easton Jones. 49-38. Seth Mayring now with his 8 points will go to the free throw line. He'll nail the first one. He's got 9 now. So Smeltzer will check out. Kincaid will check in. 50-38. Now a 12-point lead for Alliance. Second free throw. Seth Mayring makes another. He's got 10 points. Eli Broman gets the inbounds. Now it's Sam Ewing. Ewing crosses half court, passes it back to Easton Jones. Jones to Broman in the corner. He'll drive it in the lane. He'll float one up. It's no good, but rebound there by Braden Clark. And now here comes Alliance the other way. 51-38 on the baseline. Kick out to Mayring. His little floater is good. Quick little 4-point swing now in favor of Alliance. It's 53-38 the lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs. Jones quickly into the lane, up for the basket.
Easton Jones for 2.
Quick 2 from Easton Jones as he explodes into the paint. It's now 13 points the lead, 53-40. Boyer guarded by Jake Kincaid. Will now clear things out. He'll drive past Jake Kincaid, kick it back into, wow, somehow Espen Lanik to get the ball, and then Espen Lanik misses the shot, and a foul called on Lanik. Don't know how that was able to fit through two North Platte defenders and get to Espen Lanik, but the foul is called on Lanik.
Good rebound by Kincaid that time.
53-40 the lead for Alliance.
I'd lean on the seniors here.
And the Bulldogs.
Broman and Jones each having good ball games.
Yep. Now here comes the pass to Easton Jones towards the left of the three-point line. We'll get a screen from Broman. Jones pumps back to Broman. He'll fire for three. Oh, it's just short. And then it's rebounded there by Trevor Zern. The spin back, and Seth Mayring now has it. Mayring to Lanik. Lanik around the left side of the wing. He's going to try to eat as much clock as he can. I say that, he drives into the lane into four defenders, and then a foul will be called that the North Platte bench is not happy about. And with that, Espen Lanik goes to the free throw line. That's on Sam Euling. Actually,
that's on Jones. That's his fourth.
Easton Jones. That's his. Nope. It's on Sam Euling.
Oh, okay.
So that's his second.
I thought she held up four. Okay.
But Lanik now will go to the free throw line to shoot two, and he'll miss the first one at least, so it's still 51-40, and here comes Caleb Odell. I like this switch.
Yep.
Even though Logan Hayes is the much taller defender, getting the much more dangerous shooter in Caleb Odell in might be more worthwhile, as the next free throw is made from Espen Lanik. 54-40 as Eli Broman comes up the court. 3:47 left to go in the ball game. To one Odell, now to Kincaid, the right side of the wing. Now to Broman, it's out of the three-point line.
Oh, there he was.
Broman still looking around. Will pass it all the way over to Sam Euling. Euling, jab steps. Now to Odell, around the perimeter. Caleb Odell with 15 seconds resets the offense again. Cross court to Broman for three. He hits another. Man, oh man, what about Eli Broman today? Hits another three as here comes
fourth.
Tony Escamilla looking to check back in. It's back to an 11-point lead. Uh-oh, here comes a shot from Bauer. No good. Long rebound by Mayring. And now here comes Boyer again. Kicks back out to Zern. Zern for three. He hits and answers back. 57-43 as Logan Hayes will now check in. The throw all the way up to Odell. Caleb Odell on the baseline, stuck in a double team. Uh-oh, that's on the floor, and that's going to be a kick ball.
Here comes Logan Hayes back into the game.
So now the question, Hayes will check in for Jake Kincaid, and then Escamilla will look to check in for Braden Clark. 57-43, 2:58 left to go. The Bulldogs will have an inbounds underneath the basket with Easton Jones. Jones looking around, throwing it all the way out to Euling. Euling looks to drive in. Uh-oh, that ball's on the floor. It is still on the floor. Now picked up by Eli Broman. Now the kick on over to Odell. Odell back to Broman, and with 19 seconds, the crossover to Logan Hayes on the right wing. Uh-oh, Caleb Odell open for three. Short, and it's fought for. Euling tries to get the rebound. The ball is going to fall out of bounds. And it will go the way of Alliance. What a crazy possession that was, but great hustle from the Bulldogs to try and make a play happen. 2:37, 57-43 the lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs on the boys' side. On our wicked fast scoreboard. Hayden Boyer now along the perimeter, crosses over. He gets into a double team, picks his dribble up, and is able to find Trevor Zern. 2:20 left to go. Zern hands it off to Mayring. Mayring now thought about driving on Jones, passes it back to Boyer. Boyer into the paint he goes, picks his dribble up, out to Mayring. Mayring now drives past Easton Jones, and that's an easy bucket for Seth Mayring. He's got 14 points. 60-43, now the lead for Alliance and the Bulldogs. Excuse me, 59-43. Three from Odell. That time he hits. Caleb Odell hits a bucket. 59-46. It's a 13-point lead, and Jarrett Smeltzer looks to check back in. So Coach Pack bringing the three-point shooters in. As here comes, almost a strip from Easton Jones.
They're going to be shooting?
They probably, looks like they are. They will be shooting two. As there goes actually the bring out of Easton Jones with 1:40 left to go. As Coach Pack might call the day for Easton Jones. He brought some space shooters in to maybe try and hit some threes, as Peyton Boyer now will go to the free throw line. 1:40 left to go, a 59-46 lead. Boyer fires the first free throw, and he'll nail it. 18 points today for Peyton Boyer, Jeff Smeltzer. As he's just been playing out of his mind.
He's a bucket.
Next one. That one's in. 19 points. 61-46. Here comes Jared Smeltzer up the court. 1:36 to go. Odell in the corner. He'll fire for three. Oh, he just short on that one as Logan Hayes tries to keep it alive. And they say it's off of North Platte High. And here comes an inbound for Alliance and the Bulldogs with 1:29 left to go. 61-46. Jeff Smeltzer, unless a miracle of Tracy McGrady levels of proportions can happen.
It's over. They're gonna stretch it out here.
Yeah, as here comes Alonzo Torres looking to check in. The pass down into Trevor Zern. Zern, again, just trying to eat as much clock. Escamilla now to Boyer. Boyer trying to get past Smeltzer and does so. Into the lane. Peyton Boyer kicks it down low. Stolen away by Jared Smeltzer. And now here he comes up the court. Way down low. Eli Broman's floater is in. Good transition bucket from Eli Broman. But it's 55 seconds left, and here comes Espen Lanik up the court. Bulldogs have no fouls left to give. 61-48, under 45 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Lanik into the lane. He'll float one. It's no good. Rebounded by Sam Euling. Eli Broman now up the court, trying to push some tempo with 37 seconds. Broman loses the basketball. Lanik now up the court. The shot clock is turned off. Lanik can't get the shot, but a foul called against Sam Euling. And that's essentially how this game will come to an end for North Platte High, as they will now go to 0-3 on the season. Alliance and the Bulldogs 2-1. Now the question is just, what does, we'll call that foul on Jared Smeltzer. Now the question just becomes, what would the final score be? And now they're having a discussion of, I wonder who committed the foul. They'll change it on over to
Sam
Euling.
I think Jared Smeltzer was at half court.
I was going to say,
one.
He may be small, but he's not that much of a disappearance. As that free throw is made by Espen Lanik, and checking back in comes Alonzo Torres for Eli Broman. I'll end the night for Eli Broman. What a performance for Mr. Eli Broman. Got 12 points.
Checks out. Well, 14. He got that layup.
Yeah, he got the layup. So
he had 4 threes, and he had that layup at the end.
Atlantic makes another 63-48. Here comes Jared Smeltzer with the shot clock turned off. Smeltzer to the left side. Kicks it, no-look pass to Logan Hayes. Now to Odell. Odell around the perimeter. He looks. Passes it to Sam Euling with 19 on the shot clock. Euling now picks his dribble up. Finds Logan Hayes for three. No good as it takes a bad bounce. Great rebound by Sam Euling, and then a foul called against Braden Clark. Actually, that correction is going to be Peyton Boyer. A good, strong rebound from Sam Euling, even though Mr. Euling hasn't gotten much points production. That
was a hard rebound to get because he just kind of hung up there for a little bit.
Pretty good effort in terms of trying to find other ways to get into this game, does Sam Euling, as he'll make the free throw. Again, really coming alive in terms of the rebounds in the second half for Sam Euling. Got his first bucket as well. It's 63-49. And he'll make the second. So it's 63-50 with 10 seconds. And that'll probably do it as Lanik's going to almost dribble it out. And they will dribble it out. So North Platte falls to 0-3 on the year. Alliance to 2-1. You know, Jeff Smeltzer, while we sat there early on and said, boy, that was a tough first half to go from, I forgot how many points they had in the first half.
I can't either.
About 25, I think.
12, I think. It's 27-12.
There you go, yeah. So to go from 27-12.
Scored 38 in the second half.
That's pretty good. And it kind of just shows you how you can see it. I think that's the most frustrating part about this game is in the second half you can see it. Yes, it did have to basically dumb the offense down to spread 5 out and then give Easton Jones the ball and pray that, Eli Broman's unmarked in a corner. But the fact that in a game where we thought the first half was probably the worst half of basketball this season, to come away with a 13-point loss after being down by 21 at one point?
Yeah, maybe even 25. I think it was like 45-20.
It might have been 25. But still, to go from that to only 13 points.
Yeah. Yep.
You can see the building blocks to how this team can make the move forward. It's just how can they extract that potential consistently? And I think it starts in the half court. It sounds cliche, but it has to start in the half court offense because there was too many times today, and again, after watching that, after watching the South Sioux City and Norfolk game, it just feels like today was such a weird day for the North Platte offense. So much standing around, so much confusion about what the play call is or what they're supposed to do on the offensive side.
There was a couple times it looked like that Spider-Man meme where they all point at each
Yeah,
other. You had 4 guys pointing at each other, and you had the
ball at the logo.
It's like,
what do you do in that situation?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. So, which is so confusing because it looks so, I wouldn't say machine-like, but this was not a problem in the first 2 games of the season.
Right.
So I just don't know if there was something that Alliance defensive. I didn't think Alliance was doing anything spectacular on the defensive side that would have thrown such a curveball into the span of things, but just not the game the Bulldogs wanted from an offensive standpoint. But then still to only lose by 13.
Yeah. They were on fire. They were a hot shooting team. The zone experiment did not work because they just couldn't miss.
Peyton Boyer ended 19 points, man. There were just so many shots where you can just see he was heat check. There was a heat check moment that he hit in the face of Jared Smeltzer. Espen Lanik had 10 points. Seth Mayring had 14, most of it coming from the paint and off that pick and roll action and the offensive rebound. So there's, to be honest, on a poor shooting night from Alliance, maybe this game actually was much closer than we think about it. But yet again, the curse of the doghouse where every team just decides to have their best shooting night here at North Platte is once again still in full effect.
Looked like we played a team of all staters there.
No kidding.
The way they were shooting the ball.
It was like Kearney was out there. Last year's Kearney team was out there with all of their shooting. But we'll step aside and take a break. Quick stop post-game show when we come back here, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Attention North Platte and surrounding communities. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment is here to serve you at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right next to Great Plains Urgent Care. Whether you need a wheelchair, mobility scooter, lift chair, or more, their expert team is ready to make your home safer and more comfortable. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510 and take the first step toward comfort and independence.
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care. We're the area's premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrollClinic.com, that's KRULL Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Got a crack? Get it fixed fast at Larry's Glass. From windshields to windows, Larry's Glass in North Platte has been your trusted glass repair and replacement experts for over 40 years. Whether it's your car, home, or business, Larry's Glass gets it done right the first time. They've also got a job for you if you've got the talent. Don't let a little crack become a big problem. Call Larry's Glass at 532-7675 or stop in at 211 East 5th. Fast, friendly, and reliable service you can count on.
It's Bow and Arrow's Boutique, downtown North Platte, More the Merrier sale. Going on now, the more you spend, the more you save. $10 off a $50 purchase, $25 off a $100 purchase, $60 off a $200 purchase, and $140 off a $400 or more purchase. Whether it's cozy jackets, jeans, or unique tops, give the gift of fun, trendy fashions for all ages with savings during the More the Merrier sale at Bow and Arrow Boutique, downtown North Platte, on the bricks.
The Dogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KWOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy great food from Merrick's Ranch House. There's 10% off online ordering, and Merrick's offers a 10% veteran and military discount. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here, Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. It's time to jump into our game stats, brought to you in part by State Farm agent Bobby Campbell. Jeff Smeltzer, you start us off with North Platte High School as they came up with the loss 63-50.
Yeah, let's look at the seniors. They led the way tonight. Easton Jones, 19 points, 5 rebounds. 1 assist and 1 steal.
Another good stat-filling day for Easton Jones.
One for 2 from the three-point line. Eli Broman, 14 points, a steal and assist, and he was 4 for 7 from deep.
Love the confidence that he's been showing so far this season from beyond the
arc. He's a good shooter. I'm glad he's lighting it up.
That's what he needs.
He's a good kid, good shooter. Carter Dishman, 6 points, a block, a steal, a charge taken.
There you go.
Good night for him. Rounding it out, Logan Hayes, 3 points. He went 1 for 1 on that and one.
Yep.
Let's see. We go over to 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Sam Euling. Sam had 2 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Jarrett Smeltzer, 2 points, 4 steals, 3 assists. Good defense.
He really was the start of that change in the second half that really thwarted Peyton Boyer from just having whatever he wanted.
Yeah, he didn't. He had to earn it. He got his points, but he had to earn it. Jake Kincaid, 1 point, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And finally, Caleb Odell nailed the 3-pointer. He was 1 for 4 from deep.
So, Bulldogs fall 63-50 on the side of Alliance. 19 points for Peyton Boyer. I mean, he just couldn't miss. He was just electric from every spot on the perimeter, whether it be off the pick and roll, coming off of a screen to himself on a catch and shoot. I mean, you put him anywhere, he would have made the shot. 19 points, 4 rebounds for Boyer. Then it came 14 points for Seth Mayring. I mean, he again, the recipient of also those pick and rolls. He just got so much work done in the paint, second chance opportunities. He capitalized dearly. And then 12 points here for 10 points for Espen Atlantic. Looked pretty hot to start the game, and then in the second half kind of disappeared a little bit. But when you're up that big and how everything else was going, I don't think he really was needed much in the second half.
He's a real good ball player.
He really is.
Really solid.
Trevor Zern got 6 points, and then Tony Escamilla with 3 points as well for Alliance and the Bulldogs. I mean, tough loss for North Platte High School, but again, you only fall by 13. In this situation, really not the end of the world.
No, you gotta like the fight. Never gave up.
Yep. And of course, you always know when you see the Bulldogs, you always know that that's going to be how they do things. Always going to fight to the very end of it.
Yep.
They're never going to bow out of a situation, and to come back from 25 down to only lose by 13 in what was probably the toughest first half I think I've seen in my 3 years offensively from a Bulldog standpoint.
Oh, they could have mailed it in at any time.
Oh, yeah. With how they were playing and how confused it looked offensively, they really could have mailed it in.
Yeah.
But they kept rocking and rolling. They kept trying. They kept pushing through. And you know what? In the end, it still came out to at least be something that they can be proud of, and you don't have to sit there and feel bad, or you can still feel bad that they lost, but you don't have to sit there and feel like it's the end of the world.
You know, if you get after it early and you stop the dribble drives, the high pick and roll, then you don't have to try that zone experiment.
Yes.
And then you don't have to feel the wrath of those 3-pointers.
And then let's give him a shout out also. It's a tough game for Carter Dishman just for the fact that is such an athletic team. You're put in a situation where everywhere you step is just going to be at a disadvantage. And he came up in that zone defense, in that man-to-man defense when he was asked to do so, and really did a good job.
He did.
And I'm excited to see what they can do from now on when because I think they're going to hopefully have to keep trying just to stay in that man-to-man with the zone. Because again, just the way basketball is heading, and how Class A basketball has been going as well, that 3 is going to be such a problem that the zone defense is just going to be eaten alive if not executed almost to perfection.
Yeah, every team's got a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, so nowadays there's one or maybe even 2 or 3 guys that they can circle as pretty good shooters now.
Yep. If Carter Dishman would have played back in the 80s,
he'd be
that big. I'd be averaging 20 points a game. That's all you did was get it to the big horse in there.
15 years ago, Carter Dishman would be eating it up. But unfortunately, in this day and age, it's tough for him to be the old style Shaquille O'Neal big guy down in the paint who can only stay in the paint. But I love the way he still fought for everything, even if it wasn't his best matchup of today's game. So 63-50 the loss for North Platte High School. We'll step aside and take a break. Hopefully head coach Jimmy Pack will be here. If not, I'll see you all for some more action tomorrow. Jeff Smeltzer will be hitting the road, so we'll be seeing Jeff Smeltzer, I think tomorrow, right? So we seeing you tomorrow?
For sure, tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see Jeff Smeltzer tomorrow.
Yes, for sure tomorrow.
Yeah, so Jeff Smeltzer will be back tomorrow, but we'll step aside one more time. Come back, quick stop, post-game show.
As your American Family Insurance agent in North Platte, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. Call me at 534-2400 or stop in at 501 South Dewey Street, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Attention North Platte and surrounding communities. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment is here to serve you at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right next to Great Plains Urgent Care. Whether you need a wheelchair, mobility scooter, lift chair, or more, their expert team is ready to make your home safer and more comfortable. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510 and take the first step toward comfort and independence.
Sit back and watch me push the
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care. We're there is premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrollClinic.com, that's KRULL Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Take me out 'cause I'm on top and I'm making it loud.
Attention North Platte and surrounding communities. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment is here to serve you at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right next to Great Plains Urgent Care. Whether you need a wheelchair, mobility scooter, lift chair, or more, their expert team is ready to make your home safer and more comfortable. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510 and take the first step toward comfort and independence.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to the Doghouse. North Platte High School boys basketball fall to Alliance and the Bulldogs 63-50. I'm joined by head coach Jimmy Pack. Coach, probably not the best game after, I think, a pretty positive first two games of the season against South Sioux City and Norfolk. It just felt like the team took way too many steps back here in this Alliance game. A lot of confusion in the half-court setting that led to a pretty tough first half, but a 38-point second half at least can bring some positivity to this game.
Yeah, I don't think we executed one set right in the first half, and growing pains is what I keep trying to tell myself, with so many young guys on the court. But as much as we practice, as much as we've improved, I would say that's really the first time I felt like so far this season that we've taken a step back. I feel like every practice we've improved, and I told them, we're climbing a mountain, and we're still in the foothills now, and we might have went back down in the valley tonight a little bit, and that's I'll take that one as the guy in charge. We review our sets a lot. We review our offense a lot. And, tonight there's just some confusion. So that's on me.
Yeah, and how do you go into, that confusion? I know it's tough to pinpoint how it begins, but it just felt like no matter what play you called or what set, there was still just some sort of where do I need to go, how do I do it, which is even more confusing because those first two games against South Sioux City and Norfolk, this really wasn't a huge problem for the team.
No, it wasn't. Like I said, it's nothing short of repetition or anything like that. We didn't put any new stuff in that we haven't been running. We're still in our bread and butter phase, as I call it, plays that have been around, as old as the hills or as old as old as the rivers, I guess, in North Platte. But North Platte needs to stop thinking of themselves as a Class A school when we see a Class C or a Class B school in here and thinking we're just automatically going to beat them because we're an A, because that's not how things work. And we need to focus on what we need to do and worry about us and not worry about what jersey it is on the other team. And until our student athletes figure that out, we're going to continue to fight an uphill battle, that it doesn't matter who we're playing. We need to come out here and do what we need to do regardless of classification. And there's a couple games this year that I'm a little disappointed in our family, because I feel like we were looking at the opponent thinking ahead of what the outcome was going to be instead of just getting out there and playing basketball.
But a little bit of a better look in the second half. Of course, at one point, I think the lead was ballooned up to 25 points. And the end score here, it's thoroughly a 13-point lead. So in the second half, it looked like things finally started to get in line. The seniors, Easton Jones, Eli Broman, really took over and decided to, not on themselves, but really start to get that kickstart into gear on the offense. And once things started to get in line and the went back to a man defense, everything started to smooth out and everybody started to feel a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, we switch back and forth between man and zone. We have some matchup issues with some of the guys that, they're just not quite as quick to guard some of the smaller perimeter guys. And we got some stops in our zone. I believe we cut it to 8 and was looking good. And I was very pleased with the way they played in the second half. And we've had groups like this before, and we've got to break that trend. If we lose the jump ball, it's like we might as well walk off the bench and go in the locker room because we lost the jump ball. It's a 32-minute game. They hit the first shot of the game. They go up 2-0. We can't hang our head and think the game is over. We got to learn how to handle negative plays. We say it every day in practice. Bad things are going to happen. Make up for it somewhere else. And in the second half, they kind of started doing that. Some things going. Obviously, everybody starts feeling good when the ball goes in the hole.
Of course.
But Broman stepped up. Jones stepped up. All of our guys stepped up in the second half. And that's why I told them we played in spurts, 3-4 minute spurts that were awesome. But like I said, it's 32 minutes, and we got to figure out how to come to the game prepared and ready to go, not wait until we're down 18 and then decide it's time to go.
Now it's time to wake up. So got to remove that game as quickly as you can because you're back in action tomorrow against Grand Island, a very, very good Grand Island team, as they always are. So quick turnaround. Really take me through what you're going to tell the guys not only tomorrow morning but also before game time to make sure that not only are they more prepared but also are ready to rock and roll against, again, a very strong Class A Grand Island school.
Well, like I said, short-term memory. You can't dwell on things. I told them be upset tonight. Let's make sure we're getting a little bit more rest because it looked like we were still in our beds there for a little bit to start the game. But Grand Island's always long. They're always athletic. They're tenacious. They get after it. And we're going to come in here. We're going to have a shoot-around. We're going to look at some of the things that we do. But right now, as I said, we can't sit here and dwell on what everybody else does because we got to figure out what we do well. We got to find what we do well. And it doesn't matter what you do, it's how you do it. And we've got to execute us before we can start worrying about everybody else.
Head coach Jimmy Pack. Coach, thank you so much once again for stopping on by. See you tomorrow here. Quick Stop post-game show. Again, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. 63-50 loss for North Platte High School boys basketball. We're back in action tomorrow against Grand Island around the same time, around 7 o'clock. I'll see you guys there for more action here, FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Was an Eagle Media